No problem. I'll do that. And I think we're live. Yes, end stream. We must be live. Hello. Welcome to BIZAUREUS, episode 2. And this is the glorious day, the great day you've been waiting for, when we will absolutely nail down conclusively the greatest bands of the 1970s. Everyone's favorite decade. Anyone who knows anything. The most glorious decade known to man. I don't know. You may not even agree. It's awkward because it's glorious in certain ways. Let's say certainly in important cultural ways, movies and music in particular. It was a glorious, glorious decade. The '60s, the height of the creativity of the '60s culminated in a technological, uh, homogeneous society without restraints on almost anything. It seemed like, considering the vast limits of decadence. Sorry, there's a sound like there's an animal creeping around the outside of my shack here, but perhaps there is. That's not impossible. Anyways, David, you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are things going?
Oh my God, what a rotten freaking week. Oh God. It's
Mm.
been first of all right, let me I just gotta get this off my chest. Let me moan job a little bit here. Okay. So 4th of July, right? Me and some of my kinfolk, we got a tradition that we do that we go to this, one of my kinsmen's hometown where they have this big fireworks display. They have a couple of food trucks. The whole community comes out with camping chairs. It's just like a wholesome thing. Well, over the
Yeah.
last 2 years, there's been this increasing presence of urban youths, right?
Oh Jesus. Oh
Yeah, out of
Jesus.
nowhere, which is
Right.
absolutely. If you told me there was going to be urban youths at this, in this town's event, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago, I would have laughed at you. Because
Oh, you would have
it's
shot your pantaloons
we're
and
talking
left.
we're talking middle class, upper middle class, yuppie, like suburbia. It's like what you think of when you think of American suburbia, right?
So Peckerwoods, fucking Peckerwoods.
Peckerwoods, hell yeah, yuppies. So, anyway, my kinsman, he grew up there, and it's a nice place. They got good pizza shops, good ice cream shops. It's people are friendly. It's not a bad spot, or it wasn't.
Right.
So the increasing presence of the urban youths has gotten terrible. The first year we noticed them, they were there en masse and got into a big fight. And,
A physical fight.
yeah, big fight. Police
Like
started coming. They went running, knocking old people out of their chairs. It's fucking terrible, right? So
so did you personally get to go fisticuffs with one of these Peckerwoods?
the Peckerwoods or the urban youths?
Oh, sorry, I got confused. The urban youths, yes.
No. I was too
Oh,
far out. I was like, I made sure me and my family were far away
a safe,
from, yeah,
a safe
but
and kingly distance.
yeah, safely kingly distance. That's right. But the last year, it was so bad that the police came with riot squads and mounted officers, like police horses, to
All right.
and throwing smoke bombs. Like it was like ridiculous. But
Jesus.
yeah, we're talking a quaint, suburbia town, police horses and smoke bombs. These people probably have never even seen a smoke bomb or a police horse before. You know what I mean? But anyway, this year the fire department pulled their support. They did, they gave a roundabout answer because they're scared of being called the R word, right? So that was canceled.
Is this solely from the incitement of your group? Is it that's caused all this? I mean, not that you intended. I mean,
No,
just
not
saying
at
that
all. Like they don't even know we're there.
so they were
No,
just you just picked a spot that this was happening, that by accident that this was going on already. They
no, we
didn't
will.
like show up.
We've been just going there, for years, and it was great, right? It's just
Yeah.
a great, nice little spot, beautiful fireworks display. Like this little town really put the money up to have a cool fireworks, just like a wholesome thing, right?
Right.
And just urban youths have been moving into the area, and then they started to ruin it. They just ruined it, right? So instead, we go to a carnival, which was recommended, and I don't know if the day that the guy recommended to me was better, or whatever. We go there, miserable, absolute fortune, no good food. The rides were all staffed by illegals. there's just Indians and Arabs everywhere. I was like, what the hell kind of, I was like, what is this? Is this? And this is also another place that's, not known for this, So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Right. So we had a miserable time that night, 4th of July. We get a terrible storm, knocks the power out of my entire area for 4 days. No power for 4 days.
Yeah,
right?
You were saying, right? Yeah.
During a historic heat wave. We're talking 104, 105 degrees.
Eesh. What's that in normal degrees? I don't even know.
I don't know. I only go by the King's degrees.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know what that is in communist.
It sounds hot. It sounds hot. Like it's maybe like it wasn't. I'm not sure it was even 30 degrees in our degrees over here today, but that's pretty high for us.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick just so you know. 105 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Let's see what that is. It's 40.5 degrees Celsius.
That is hot. That is hot. Irish people would just die. They just collapse. They give up. All the water would leave their body. It used to be a pile of salt, like in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Salt and bones.
So
just give up.
For days, me and my poor family. Well, the one day my father-in-law, he's like, yo, we got to get you can't stay in the heat like this. We got to get a hotel. Because it's 4th of July, the only hotel available was this horrible Pajit Roach Motel that had like freaking weird, I think they were junkies in the like hallway smoking cigarettes. It's just there's missing blankets. The mattresses had springs coming through them. It's fucking terrible, right? We had this terrible hotel, back spasms, right? I just get miserable. We go back the next 3 days. Luckily, my very kind, generous neighbor he borrowed a generator, which saved our refrigerators, hundreds of dollars worth of food. So he saved the day on that. But in the hot, miserable, hundreds of degrees dark, me and my poor family are in my living room like a freaking homeless camp, wrapping our bodies in wet T-shirts just so we don't overheat. It was
miserable.
Absolutely miserable conditions for days. So
you had the worst. Oh shit! So you had the worst 4th of July. Sorry about the happy music. If you're at the height of your, hold on, get there, hold on.
Hold up, you're like I'm losing you here. You sounds like you're on the back of a motorcycle.
Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, good. Holy shit. Yeah, sorry. Pardon me. Yeah, I didn't mean to dispel the height of the drama of the story with some silly shit there. Pardon me.
No, you're good. But, absolute worst 4th of July ever in my entire life. Cursed.
Well, that's balls. That's pure sweaty balls. And that sucks. The worst ever. I mean, shit. Yeah, I hope you did some Odinic rites, maybe killed a small animal or
No, what I did is when the power went back on in the middle of the night, we all huddled around the air conditioning and like prayed to the gods of the air conditioner.
Oh, and who would that be? I wonder. Who would that be? There must be versions for this. Why I don't know if we need to name a few new ones, but
the glorious Omnissiah.
Yeah, like in the ones I would be concerned with, like Mercury, I always associate with the internet because he's sort of like business and travel. I don't know. So there's always one you can sort of like some sort of god of winter, I guess. God is like something to do with being cold or cold wind. Boreas, maybe one of these. I don't know.
That is actually a controversial topic in my community. Is gods of technology. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that. Controversial amongst who? I mean, why not talk about it?
Amongst fellow Germanics is actually quite controversial. I didn't really realize it until I started bringing it up. Right?
Why would that be? Why would they care if you want to discuss or consider who it might be?
Because
it seems very enough.
It's Luddites, and it's with the AI phenomenon. You got people that are, even more up in arms than usual about technology related topics. So,
well, then they should associate it with an evil god. At least that would certainly be the pagan thing to do. No.
Yeah, but here's the deal: is that our ancestors they were not shy about technology. They were on the cutting edge of technology. My argument with this is that, our ancestors were buried with axes, buried in ships. They, wore hammers and spears as holy symbols. The chariot wheel is a holy symbol. That was the cutting edge technology of their time. it would be the equivalent of today being buried in your car or buried with a laptop or buried with your iPhone or wearing a symbol of the internet or something. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you could call them technophiles, our ancestors, right?
Yeah.
But that, hey, this is a can of worms. Let's get on to rock and roll. Let's talk about rock and roll.
Let's get on to rock and roll. You're right. Let's not open those worms. Let's not open those worms.
Just stay away from the worms.
So we discussed putting up a list from that listy thing I saw, but I do have like, I made a list. I made an extensive and incredibly autistic list, to be honest, earlier today, because it's a topic that's very dear to my heart, I suppose. And I don't know about you. There's that tier maker thing. Where's that list? I must see if it'd be handy to put on, but they didn't really cover a lot. So I just think between our personal knowledge and lists ourselves, we probably can come up with more bands than they would have anyways. Like, did you think in your head of a tier from up to one of who you say would be your favorites?
So I actually found that I have a tier list here. I can share it, and then if we have any extras, we can, we could talk about it. So we can, give the people a visual.
Yeah.
Let me. Nope, that's not what I want.
I could probably, okay.
No, don't share that one. Don't share that one. That's not it. Present. Share window. No, that's not what I want.
It's not working out. I keep opening windows I shouldn't.
Yeah, it should just give me the ability to screen.
Hold on. Well, anyways, while you're doing that, I can just start with, because there's certain ones you just want to get out of the way because you have to mention them, and you don't really there's ones I could put on the list that I don't, just because they would have been influential in big bands at the time and everything, but I have to go by what I personally would rate higher than others. Like, even bands like the Rolling Stones and the Doors were releasing albums in the 70s. Everybody knows about all that. Even Pink Floyd, I'm loath to put on there because it's so well known. I do like Pink Floyd, especially the Syd Barrett stuff, but or Queen, let's say. Queen's a big influential 70s band. The only song of theirs I really like is Brighton Rock myself. I'm not a huge Queen person, but I must acknowledge that their influence as a band. Or Strawberry Alarm Clock, bands like this. Or, he was very big in the 70s was Steve Miller, a very influential artist in the 70s. And I saw him once years ago when I was a kid at some festival. I was there for some other reason, but then he was playing, and it was pretty funny with it. Wow. His whole shit. But, he's not bad. He's okay. Influential. I've had him on the list. The Stooges were 70s. Grand Funk. Iron Butterfly, again, really, they only really had the one song, but it was a fucking good song. I also had trouble a little bit with, I wanted to break up my list into these more standard rock bands, and basically the type of bands that were the type of genres that were most famous then would have been them, psychedelic, early sort of proto metal, like these sort of rock bands, and progressive rock would have been a big one as well. But also I had to add the soundtracks and the soundtrack creators of the 70s, because they were also so creative and influential, and they sort of everything meshed together in funny ways.
I got it working, by the way. You can share it on the screen. Okay,
let's see. So to get those bands I mentioned out of the way, and there's lots and other ones like Mountain and who are the Black Betty guys? Shit, what are they called? Oh, Black Betty, fucking
Ram Jam. Yeah.
Ram Jam. Sweet. The Kinks had a lot of albums in the 70s that were pretty good. The Moody Blues, Thin Lizzy, Lynyrd Skynyrd. These are all the ones everybody knows. Foghat, Ted Nugent.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these are great. But there's a lot of ones. Those are all good, and I like them. Hold on, let me try and share your thing. Sorry, I keep going open the wrong screen here.
Yeah, this has most of the main ones. I figured we could.
Okay, let's see. This is your list.
Well, this is one that on the internet. I figured we could go through and kind of knock out the main ones, and then get into our deep cuts.
Sure.
What do you think?
Let's do that.
So before we get into this, why don't we talk about kind of what gave the 70s its sound and what went into it?
Yeah.
Do you have any takes on that?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah. Well, obviously, the rock and roll that came about in the 50s and continued into the 60s was excellent and of a type and fairly simplistic, based on sort of blues and country stuff. And there was a lot of crossover actually with country as well. Like all those old time country guys were also kind of early rock and roll guys, um, Merle Haggard and fucking who's George Jones and all these guys. Like most of those early country guys, Johnny Cash, they were kind of synonymous. They were like in Elvis's sphere, let's say, as well, or Jerry Lewis and all that. So they're kind of, there was another thing that went off and also died even more prematurely is the true country, and the country rebels was another interesting thing that was big in the 70s as well. But yeah, so the 50s rock and roll in the 60s, and then when it became mixed with the drug culture, like I believe so much of the stuff that you and I like, all the pulp stuff, the heavy fantasy stuff that is famous in the 70s and 80s, really was the result of the experimentation of the 60s, which, you know, a lot of people complain about as being destructive and bad overall, only because I personally think it got hijacked politically. I think it was a great creative thing. A lot of this drug exploration scene, I'm kind of all for it, you know. I do love my Terrence McKenna and things of this nature. So there was just a great kind of experimentation from that explosion in the late 60s that really continued into the 70s. That plus, again, the hippies they had what we totally lost since, which was they had a sense of art being anti-commercial, and there was a willingness to and a desire to make experimental music, like long anti-radio songs, like 20-minute songs, or, you know, just to kind of stick it in your face a little bit. That was part of it, and you didn't want to be too commercial or to be seen to be selling out or doing things for money and stuff, which was also a great ethos to have in it. I think this is the reason why it was so I was going to say fruity when I mean it had so many fruits, so fertile, so, you know, so fecund or whatever. There was so much excellent creativity of the time, not just in music, in movies and all sorts of things. But so that's what I think, which is odd. You know, the whole psychedelic thing gets kind of a bad rap, but I think that was the summation or the natural progression from that, and it was entirely good and creatively in terms of these things that you would hear something that would blow your mind and be totally original. It'd feel like, and like most of these bands we're talking about, even though they were similar, like there's a lot of music in there that is completely original at a level I don't think we saw surpassed since. So for whatever reason, the only one I can see is the combination of that attitude to art with, you know, a still kind of healthy society that we don't have anymore, healthy homogenous society of a certain type, let's say, you know, that was afraid, that still had some balls and was not afraid to try new shit. So that's what I would say. What would you say?
Yeah, well, I would say the 70s the 70s put the polish on the 60s in a lot of ways. If you listen to a lot of the 60s music and not like 68, 69, we're talking, I'm saying before Cream, before the iconic Beatles stuff, before that, where you actually
like the Beatles. Let me ask, do you like the Beatles?
No, I don't. I actually think.
Oh, another one, huh?
Yeah,
everybody hates them, and I love.
But
them.
I was original, right? I was disliking the Beatles since I was a kid. You know, I always thought they were not only. I don't know. I just they're just a little kind of. I don't know. They're kind of gay. I don't know. It's just I never really liked the sound. It didn't sound cool to me. It sounded just too. I don't know. Kind of fruity. I don't know. I will give them props for their musical innovation and their influence. Obviously, they're enormously influential. So influential that just about every band from the 60s going into the early 70s just sort of sounded like Beatles knockoffs. You know what I mean? Like it was just so much of that stuff. Yeah. But when you get in, you mentioned like Iron Butterfly, which is what I would call a 60s band. You get when you get to
that is 60s. Yeah, well, I'm confused. You're right, because they weren't really 70s, were they? Yeah, that was so that they were, or were they 70s? No.
Yeah, they went into the 70s.
Okay, that's arguable, but yeah,
they're like a cusp. Right. They're like a cusp band. You know, like Cream, right. I would say, is a band on the cusp. These guys.
Oh, Cream broke up by 1968. Actually, Cream, they're on the cusp, but they were done by 68.
Yeah,
but they were hugely influential in the whole thing for sure.
immensely. Yeah, Cream is, I would say, as far as you know, just pure sound and the way that that guitar grooves and stuff were written later on and then picked up by bands like Black Sabbath. I would say Cream is more influential in that regard. As far as the direction of hard rock, like the direction of heavy music, Cream had more, more oomph to them than bands like Blue Cheer.
Which only really had one really good song. It was a good song though. Very.
Yep.
Like it was total. They almost invented fucking garage rock with that. Although it had been around since the 50s, I think. But I actually heard Tony Iommi say what his favorite, most influential band was once, and he said something. He said like Cliff Richard at one point, and then he said the Shadows, which I don't really know the Shadows. I think it's almost like surf music, is it, or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably
That's what he said in an interview once. I remember that.
Yeah, there was a lot of those guys. They were listening to surf rock. They were listening. Obviously, they were influenced by the blues. A lot of people kind of forget about surf rock, but previous to those bands, the early 60s, the late 50s into the early 60s, there wasn't a lot of stuff that, guys like me and you would really get excited about. It was very, like you mentioned, the Kinks. The Kinks were wild for their time. Like Dave Davies slicing, making slices into his amp to give that kind of distorted sound. What we like in rock today was very much cultivated in the pressure cooker of the early 70s. And this is the combination of those guys taking their surf rock, their, like you mentioned country western, or, what they would at the time call rockabilly. Obviously there's some jazz, blues, enormous, right? Real blues. And they combine that with the technology of the time, because a lot of people don't realize how important, like we'll say, oh, well, Tony Iommi invented the sound. He did, but he couldn't have done it without his amp and without his, the pedal that he used, without, the type of strings and the humbuckers that he couldn't have made that sound if it wasn't for that technology that came out. Things, I always heard that distortion was invented by Link Ray. Link Ray knocking out his attacking his amp with a switchblade in the 50s. I don't know if that's true. But Link Ray was one of the first guys to have a kind of distorted, fuzzed out sound. It's kind of hard to pin who was the first one, but so in the 70s, what they really started, you mentioned Queen, people could, like, I'm not a Queen fan at all, but the one thing that they can be really talked about as far as influence upon other music is what's the guitar player's name again?
Brian May.
Brian May. His use of the treble booster, right? So he used a treble booster, and that influenced, because during the 70s, those of us that play guitar, you could just go buy any kind of amp and it can sound awesome nowadays. Back in the day, they had these big, beautiful tube amps, but they sounded a little flat and muddy. You needed pedals. You needed.
Well, they did get a lot of different sounds. They did get a lot of good original and different sounds out of whatever basic shit they had. Like most albums you heard back then, I would argue, would sound excellently original. Almost all of them. Compared to even what they try to do since with all the technology they have. Like even all the Black Sabbath albums, each one, the sound is like really quite different. All the early ones I'm thinking of, right? The first 6 or so, and just from, I don't know what the reasons are. I know the technology was kind of more simplistic, but they got a good range of original sounds. You have to admit, whatever way they did, I don't know.
But it wasn't just like plugging your guitar into the amp. They were using, like I said, you had treble boosters, you had EQs. They had a bunch of big jalopy, ugly looking tech of that time that they were using to modify their sound, right? So this was like really kind of what the 70s did. Like it took the 60s stuff and it kind of added whether we think about it or not, it matured it quite a bit, because the guitar players of that time of the 70s weren't just guitar players; they're also gear monkeys, right? They're also modders. They're also, like, you go watch, you see all these guitar players, they got all these like weird guitars with amps or with pickups that don't match, and they're really experimenting with the tech of that time, and not just on stage and what they're playing, but also in the studio. Right, this is the time where multi-track tapes come out, tape compression, different miking techniques, new types of microphones, better microphones. There's just like a lot of synths were coming out. You had synthesizers, the Mini Moog and ARP, Odyssey. You had a lot of different stuff coming out during this time that allowed them to layer tracks and everything. Like when you hear, you're gonna hear me talk about Mountain, right? They're probably my top 5 favorite 70s bands. Yeah.
Really?
Easy.
Top 5.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
top
good.
5.
Mountain. There's a few like that are like you really love, but like I don't really know. I only really know like a few of the songs, like Mountain, Foghat. There's a few like that I like fucking love, but don't know so well.
Mountain's album Mountain Climbing is front to back one of the best rock and roll albums ever made.
I have to get it. I don't really only know a couple songs. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, and Leslie West actually has a really big catalog of great music. He was tremendous. But anyway, what really gave him his sound, like that big, thick, right? You hear the sound like I'm sure you know Mississippi Queen. It just sounds huge, right?
Yeah.
Because in the studio he was layering. He would play the same riff 10, 12 times and layer it. And then you had Felix Pappalardi, who was playing that, the SB, whatever, the SG looking bass, right? Which had that front, it only had the neck pickup, which kind of sounded like shit, but because it sounded like dull and fat and kind of like didn't have much treble, that went into it and made it sound great. And he put a fuzz pedal on it, and the whole thing just sounded girthy, right? Just sounded like a dinosaur walking around. So these types, and then Black Sabbath did this similar. So that big, thick, that big, thick, fuzzed out, awesome sound that we love from that era comes from them getting their hands. They were like first to market, getting their hands on this new technology and just experimenting with it. You know what I mean? In ways that weren't even intended for them to be used. The multi-track recording, who would have thought, like, I'm going to play the same thing 10 times and record it over and over? Nobody, when they made that, they wouldn't have thought in a million years that somebody would do that, and they certainly would have thought that it sounded good.
Well, I don't know. That's true. It's what you're saying is true, but there is an element of them being much simpler. Like, I do know most of the really great albums were like Black Sabbath and the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. They made them play live and recorded live in the studio. That was one thing. They went back and added tracks and stuff. But like a lot of it was live, and a lot of it was a kind of plug-in sound more than you would imagine. Because I remember reading this quite a bit. What you're saying is true. I don't mean to argue, but there's a bit of it's a bit of a mystery to me how they did get the other sounds. I wonder if it's more in the recording process. Because from what I read, like the Beatles actually were famous for seriously layering on crazy shit like orchestras and different noises and stuff. But even they would essentially have a 4-track recording of live, just the basic instruments, and then add to it. There was a whole thing, and that's another reason why the music back then sounds so much better. And I've heard people talk about this, is that they would make them play live in the studio, where now people just record a song. Some guys living in the Philippines records the bass track. Some guy in Spain records the fucking drums on top of it. No one's in a room playing together, and you lose some of the energy.
Yeah.
So I have a slight counter argument to some of what you're saying, but it's true that they were experimenting with shit, with sounds and shit and synths, and equipment it was equipment that was made fucking excellently to an incredible standard at the time by absolute autists, working away in lonely basements on the greatest amp sound you've ever heard in your life out of materials and things that would last 100 years, like compared to generally the equivalent now, which is an imitation of their sound electronically or otherwise. Like you can buy a pedal and it can make 100 different sound effects. You can make your guitar sound like a shitty what's that Indian sitar or something. You got every fucking sound right there at your fingertips. It's too much, I think. If you have too many options, I think it fucks things up, which is part of our problem now.
Yeah, my boy Mike from Imperial Press, he has a saying. He goes, what does he say? He says, limitations liberate, freedom enslaves.
Yeah.
When it comes to
true.
art. That's, and I don't necessarily there's always an exception that kind of breaks the rules when it comes to art, because
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, when it comes to art, the rule of cool is the only rule.
The rule of cool.
The rule of cool, because it comes
That's
out and it's fucking
Jack.
awesome. What's that?
That's it, man. I said that's it, Jack. You know it,
Yeah.
man. You know it. Fucking that's the rule of cool.
The
Here, I
rule
just
of
want to
cool.
read a couple comments, even though you bastards should be sending super chats. Remember that you can get send to super chats, and we'll if you definitely want a comment read, that is the ticket to getting it read, and to giving us a bit of support. So, but I'll read some of these because they're kind of interesting. Beatles set a standard. Who says this? Sword Flight 56. Beatles set a standard. Plenty of innovation there. Maybe these days, more of a musician's band. Yeah, they did innovate a lot of sounds and did a lot of weird shit that nobody would have thought of. But they were a bit late to the psychedelic game, but they did a good job. They were like Jimi Hendrix had already been around doing his kind of thing, right? But when they did come out with Sgt. Pepper's, they did a very good job on just being very psychedelic. And they were definitely taking a lot of drugs themselves. And they were kind of shedding that boy band bullshit they were doing before. Who's this? Says 333R says Ram Jam's second album is incredible. Well, another one I haven't heard, and I must. And I'm sure you're right. Maximus Decimus Emeritus says Dick Dale shredded. Yes, he did. Dick Dale was excellent. Yeah, a very good, excellent guitar player. And so, yeah, I just wanted to read some of those because, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, more. Have you got more of your point to your regarding your list and what you wanted to outline for us?
Yeah, I just had one more take before we go to the list. Is one thing I also wanted to point out about the 70s is the 70s were very much a reaction to the 60s, right? Because the 60s, that was the summer of love. This is very political. There's a lot of revolutionary optimism, which we could make the point and we'd say I think that was a subversion of the original hippie movement, but that's for another topic. But regardless, the product at the end of the 60s was this, right? And the 70s, we think of a lot, like you think of like oh well, the 70s wasn't that dark. The 70s was pretty dark. The 70s was a very kind of disillusioned rejection of that. Even songs like Hotel California, that's kind of a miserable song.
It's about being in hell or something, isn't it? Like if you really listen to the lyrics. Some guy showed me the lyrics, some stoner guy once. He was like, no, listen to it. And like the beast is at the dinner table and he's eating something. It's like it sounds like they're all in hell, I guess.
Yeah, it's a metaphor for something dark. Right,
the Eagles, but those guys only have one good song. The Eagles. I like "Journey of the Sorcerer" by them. It's a very good song. It's the only song where they don't sing on or anything. Sorry, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not a real big Eagles fan either, but that's a very iconic '70s song. But
yeah, it is.
Pink Floyd. Go listen to Pink Floyd when you're not high. It is miserable. That is some dark stuff. Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Right?
Yeah, that's what's his name. That's dour sourpuss fucking Roger Waters for you. Yeah.
But
the Sid Barrett stuff is a bit more happy. It's like, I've got a bike, you can ride it if you like. That's all.
Yeah, it's
pretty simplistic and happy. The early first few albums.
But you get into the 70s, it was a lot of this. Black Sabbath, they still had like an anti-war message, but it wasn't like, a political message. It was, you reduced our home to rubble and now we live in squalor and we're miserable. You know what I mean? It was like outrage. It was grimness. There was grimness to the 70s. And outside of that, there was also this kind of turn towards virtuosity. It wasn't like this like proletariat people's uprising. They're like, no, we are virtuosos. We are masters of our instruments, right?
Yeah.
This is.
So, would you agree with me that the bands we're talking about that are at the top of our list? I just wanted to establish this point because someone just made a comment about the 70s being shit, that it was the porn decade and the heroin decade. But let's just establish one thing outright here. Would you agree with me that the bands at the top of both of our lists are, I would say, the greatest bands of all time? Would you say that too, or no? Amongst them, or
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that even the greats of the 80s and 90s of subsequent decades would still point to these guys. You have guys in like tech death bands now that play laser sweeps and have guitar skill that like there's no it's the ceiling of guitar skill that still say that Tony Iommi is the greatest guitar player of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So by saying that, we established that you must at least say this about the 70s, that for whatever the reason, whatever the cause, there was this output of incredible excellence in creativity in these things we're talking about, and it's undeniable. Whatever the reason, whatever other shit was going on, we must examine this, because people like David and I who are obsessed over these things must know the reason why it's so excellent and so wildly original. And you have to admit that, at least about it. You can
also, it's like the eras of moral decay and crisis a lot of times produce the most interesting art.
True. Yeah.
And sometimes the biggest, most tortured, dark people make the most beautiful things.
Yeah, absolutely. Sort of Light says, "I'll send a super chat if I can hop onto the Zoom." Now, it's not a Zoom, first of all. If you send us $50, I'll put you on the. With the caveat, I will kick you off immediately if it's annoying somehow. If you got something to say, you $50, and we'll put you on. How about that? That's the price we're going on, at least at this low and groveling stage.
All right, so let's get started here. I have a lot of takes here, but let's just kind of go through the list rapid fire. Godly, awesome, great, good, okay, meh. I don't like meh. Let's call meh garbage.
Yeah, nice.
Garbage.
The classic
garbage. Scorpions.
Yeah. In the 70s, they were excellent. That was my favorite Scorpions decade, personally.
Would you say top tier?
No. Like a top. What's my top tier? Top 10, you mean? Top.
Like what? They are in the tier with all of your absolute favorites, the best.
No, I can't say that. But I mean, when you're talking about the 70s, we're talking about a level of excellence that is just shocking. So I wouldn't say they're in. I really like them, but it's not something I would reach for to put on all the time as much as other things. So second to top tier in the 70s. Scorpions.
I adore the Scorpions. I think that they, especially in the 70s, dude, I even think their 80s stuff rules. I think Scorpions overall is a very underrated, unappreciated band, but they're not quite in the tier of my absolute favorites.
No, not quite. I mean, it's good.
Michael Schenker.
This is the main problem is the competition. There's just so many good ones in this decade we're talking about. Like
Beach Boys.
It's not their fault. Beach Boys in the 70s.
Yeah.
It's not. I like it and I appreciate it, but it wouldn't be high on my list. So, like, what's the
70s Beach Boys, they get weird, and this is when they start coming out with some experimental albums. And I appreciated it. I thought it was pretty neat. It's not ba 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 ba.
No, is this like the Surfer Girl and those kind of albums? Is that 70s?
No. This is where they kind of get away from like the awesome California Girls, and this is kind of where you start getting like Kokomo. It's like before Kokomo.
Oh no, Kokomo is 80s, isn't it?
Yeah. 70s Beach Boys, you get like some kind of experimental, kind of sort of psychedelic stuff. It gets a little weird, but it's neat. It's cool. I would say good. Beach Boys is good.
You're right.
I went and I listened through some of their stuff, and I was like, this is neat. This is cool, but it's not.
Yeah. Definitely. For a while, I was into it. I had a phase where I was really got into it, and I bought a bunch of their LPs and stuff. Yeah, for sure. Just not something I would have thought about for a long time. And yeah, it's good, but you have to be in a certain mood. I think it's not something. It is very good though. I can't deny it. If someone tell me they're a Beach Boys fan, I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm not offended and think they're a jerk.
The Cramps. I don't even know who that is.
I like the Cramps. I do like them. It's like a punk kind of. They didn't like to call themselves punk because it was like they were trying to be like trashy garage rock from the 60s and 50s, and they did a good job. They were intentionally trying to be slightly shit and sleazy, but they got some good songs like I'm a Human Fly. I got 96 Tears and 96 Eyes.
Where would you put it?
What's that?
Where would you put it?
The Cramps. Well, they have a certain classic quality to me, but again, they're very niche and kind of shit. So yeah, along with the Beach Boys, are probably
the Stooges. I think.
Hold on, what's the bottom list? What are the bottom ones called? They're not saying that we hate them. It's just what are the bottom ones called? What do they say? I can't read it. Sorry.
You have Top, godly. Next,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Great, good, okay, and garbage.
And garbage. All right. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. I'm happy with that so far. Yeah. What would you say about Cramps? You don't know them. Sorry, you don't know
I've
them.
never listened to them. I don't
And you
know.
agree with me about the other places so far.
Yeah. We're on the Stooges.
I'd say I don't know them that well, but I like the songs that I've heard that I really like, and I know people that love them. But for me, it was not enough for me to really get into them. I'd say, but I know they're pretty good. I'd be tempted to say good again. What would you say?
I don't know. I don't even know any of their songs. I know who they are. I've heard the name. I don't really.
Yeah, again, it's kind of a punky rock, garage rock thing, and the good ones are good that I heard, but
yeah, most groups that start with the and have like a name like the Cramps or the Stooges.
It's like Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop's first band, the Stooges, but it's a bit more. I don't know.
Would you say okay?
Yeah, maybe okay. Even though I know they're better, it's just that I haven't really listened to them that much. I only know like some of the famous songs, and I do like them, but it wasn't enough for me to really get into them. So yeah, we'll put them in okay. They probably deserve better. I probably would like them more.
Supertramp.
Yeah, for me that's
got
just
the
okay.
bloody right to say.
Yeah, to me that's a bit cheesy. I'm not into that. Yeah, okay. We won't say
I like
garbage,
that. I like that song, but I don't really know that much more.
It's like trying to make prog rock. It's like making poppy prog rock.
Next is Iron Maiden, who I would say is an '80s band. You know,
yeah. Were they in the '70s?
Did they? If they were in the '70s, their first album, or maybe their first two albums.
Yeah, that's just reaching. I mean, you can also like Judas Priest was more '70s than them. I think they had their first album was like solidly '70. Sad Wings of Destiny. When was that? I don't know, but it was pretty
76.
70s sounding album. Is it 76? Yeah, mid 70s.
So.
And Rock-a-Rolla, they had a few in the 70s for sure.
Rock-a-Rolla was mid. Sad Wings of Destiny, excellent. If Judas Priest is on here, they're gonna be up pretty high for me. So let's get.
Go on.
So if Iron Maiden, if we did have to, I'd put them godly, but they're not 70s, so I say let's skip them.
Yeah, it seems weird. I don't know of any 70s albums.
Who's this? Bob Marley.
Oh, fuck that. What?
Garbage.
No.
I hate Bob Marley. I hate reggae.
I hate reggae. Well, there's only one reggae song I like. There's one reggae song I like. It's the Israelites by that one guy. It's actually a good song. I know by all means I should hate it. Everything about it. Desmond Decker, the Israelites. It's kind of a good song. But that's
my favorite reggae song is the theme song from Cops.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Yeah, that's a banger. That's the best one. They should have hung it up after that.
Yeah, whoever it was, yeah. Shit.
All right.
It's perfect.
Jethro Tull.
Oh, fuck. I'd put it in the top. What would you do?
I adore Jethro Tull.
Fucking awesome. Yeah.
Bungle in the Jungle, Thick as a Brick. Like, freaking, dude, there's so many good songs. So many, like, entire albums that are just off the wall. Jethro Tull is excellent. All right,
even Songs from the Wood I was listening to recently. That's a great one, and that's very experimental because it even has like sort of electronic drums and shit in it. I think Songs from the Woods, and it's still 70s. I'm pretty sure that one. I think. But some of my favorite Jethro Tull actually, there's one album that Tony Iommi plays on. Do you know that?
Yeah, well, I think he plays flute or something on it, doesn't he?
No, guitar. He's playing guitar on a song. One of my favorite songs by them is him playing guitar.
I thought he played some sort of weird wind instrument on one.
Did he?
He's like friends with Ian Anderson. Him and Ian Anderson were friends or something like that. I can't remember.
He was in the band briefly. At some point, I forget why. In between, whatever, I don't know. At some stage, he was in that band, and yeah. But one of their songs is him, and it's fucking one of my favorite songs. That's the song that goes. Oh, I don't remember. It's like dun 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 dun. Dun. It's all on the harmonica. Can't remember the name of it. It's been a while since I listened to Jethro, to be honest. But anyways, yes, absolute fucking talk about experimental. Like there you go. That's a great example. It's prog, but it's like folksy with rock, and they're fucking around with crazy like the flute stuff. It's just crazy. Yeah. And total virtuoso, like the prog rock virtuosity, but still kind of poppy rock songs. Like it's got so many different things in there. Just shove it in and it works somehow. Yeah. That's the kind of shit they would do, like, and do well somehow, amazingly well. So
next we got by the way, what I was thinking of the Tony Iommi played I believe it was flute or pan flute or something for a band called Quartz. I don't know if you ever heard of Quartz.
No, I don't. I know of a band he
Yeah.
produced, but it had a different name. Quartz. What kind of band are they? He played the flute for Quartz.
They were like a 70s hard rock band, and they had a really great like sci-fi like concept album called what was it called? It was called like The Final Man or something like that. It's really catchy. Quartz is an excellent deep cut band, so check them out. But next,
someone's saying it's a messed up list. Oh yeah, listen, this is a random list we got of a broad spectrum of the bands because there's so many. David and I have our own list as well. So you listen to this and we'll go through this, and at the end we'll hit you with the stuff we personally would have compiled because mine was so vast I had to break it into sections. I had to attack it so autistically and pedantically because the topic was so precious to me.
Yeah.
But I had to break it up into fucking categories of like prog rock and who's the best prog rock, who's the best sort of proto heavy metal, who's the best whatever. Yeah. So anyways, we'll have this list plus our own list. So carry on, because this list is kind of like reggae, like fuck that.
Yeah, Susie and the Bandit or the Banshees. I've never even listened to them.
Yeah, I don't know it that well, to be honest. I do know a bit about her. She did sound kind of cool in her way. Well, she was like a model who she became an early vegan or something, but she was like originally a model, and they did like pretty crazy shows, but I don't really know the music, so I don't know where to put it. I wouldn't want to say it's garbage because I would like, well, where do we put it? Okay, let's put it. Okay, is that all right? Yeah.
Or we could just say inconclusive and skip them because we don't know.
Inconclusive. Oh, that's an option. That's good. Yeah. I don't really know. I can't say.
All right.
Motorhead used to love them. Motorhead used to do shows with her.
We're gonna get to Motorhead, but next up is ZZ Top.
Oh, fucking excellent.
Fucking godly.
Yeah, godly, I would say. What would you say?
Oh yeah, everything from
the
first album. Trace.
Fucking. Oh, that's the best one. That's my favorite one. Man. That's always been my favorite one, and that's pure 70s.
Yeah, my friends they all told me all. I love ZZ Top.
Oh, that's nice. You sound just like him.
Oh yeah.
I met a sheik in Mozambique. That's
my head's in Mississippi.
Oh, you sound just like him. That's good. Shit, you should be. That's like an impersonation show right there. Holy fuck, that's good.
I've been in love with ZZ Top since I was a little kid. I love ZZ Top.
Oh, don't even talk to me. Like if people that don't like ZZ Top
are gay.
Like, there's the door.
Gay.
You know, there's the door.
Yeah, it's impossible. Now, how do you like not love ZZ Top?
Oh, because they're gay and they're too busy getting AIDS.
Yeah, she don't love me. She loves my automobile. Fucking heard it on the X.
They're just good old boys.
Right? Oh my God, so many, just so many.
The only one without a beard is named John Beard.
Frank Beard.
Oh, Frank Beard. Sorry.
Yeah,
Frank
that's
Beard.
it. Okay, he just passed away. By the way, rest in peace.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Really?
Yeah, he passed away, and so did was it
the other guy? Did the bass player? Yeah. So it's only
Hill.
Dusty Hill is only the only one left. Shit. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Totally original band. Yeah, nothing really like him. Nothing really like him.
Slipping my mind right now. Who's the guitar player? He's one of my favorites.
Of
ZZ Top.
I was confused because I thought Dusty Hill was a guitar player, but so he was the bass player. Is it Royce? Oh, no. Gibbons is his name. Not
Billy Gibbons. Billy Gibbons. Yeah,
that's it. Billy Gibbons. Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix used to fly down to Texas to go watch Billy Gibbons because Billy Gibbons was his favorite guitar player. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of them have links to Jimi Hendrix one way or another. Like there's another 70s band I really love called Spirit. Do you know Spirit?
Yeah, I know Spirit.
Yeah, and the excellent band, and the guitar player is named Randy California, and he's only named that because he would play with Hendrix, but there was two Randys that would play with him on different nights, and he was from California, so you'd call him Randy California. So that was his name through all his albums on Spirit or whatever.
All right, this next one.
There's a lot of Jimi Hendrix connections. Go on.
Yeah, this next one we might argue about a little bit. Kiss.
Ooh. I like Kiss. I wouldn't put them down.
I like Kiss.
I do. I like him a lot, but all the best songs are fucking the guitar. What's the guitar player? The famous guy, Ace Frehley songs. Yeah, Ace Frehley wrote all the best songs. Fucking Cold Gin and like all the best songs.
Yeah, God of Thunder and rock and roll. Yeah, I even like their disco stuff.
Oh yeah, shit. I like it. I love it. Yeah, but yeah, we should by all means hate it. And you do like the fucking Gene Simmons is the most annoying twat I've ever fucking
He's the
seen in
worst.
my life.
He's the worst.
Anywhere. Like what a fucking.
But yeah, what's his balls? Who's the main singer?
Stanley,
not Peter Chris.
Or,
yeah.
Shit. What's his name? Yeah, isn't it Paul Stanley?
Paul Stanley. What a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, even the songs by Gene Simmons were good. Like I like what's the Play It Loud or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that, but that's I don't that's. But my favorite songs were Ace Frehley's song, and when Ace Frehley had his solo album, that was really good too. I like that a lot. His first one.
Yeah, I like Hotter Than Hell.
Ones, but it's all about drugs. It's all about taking drugs.
Oh yeah, they had an album that everybody hated in the '90s where they like took their makeup off or something, and I thought it was kind of good. I thought it was
you're a mega fan, Mr. Kiss.
When I was,
go ahead. What? I was just gonna say that the S's in their name were intentionally made to look like SS Thunderbolts. Even though they're half Jewish band, that's hilarious. Yeah. Like mostly,
they were just edgelords. Yeah,
that was the edgelord.
But you gotta keep in mind when I was like 10 years old, Kiss was like the coolest. It was like one of the first concerts I ever went to. So one of the first concerts I ever saw was Ted Nugent and Kiss, and that like blew my mind. It was like the coolest shit ever.
Oh, Ted Nugent is on my list. He's fucking. Also, I don't know if he's on this list, but fucking Ted is great.
We're gonna we'll talk about Uncle Ted. We'll talk about him. So Kiss, I'm gonna put him in great. Well, okay, if you want to, I'll put him there. But for me, I would put them in good. I do have some. I love the songs I love, but they have a lot of crap.
I would, I don't like. Yeah, do have a lot of crap. They do have a lot of crap. I must say. So I would put them in good. But if you want to put them in great, that's fine with me.
It's just nostalgia, how much I loved them as a kid. And
okay, for your sake, then, yeah. If you love them that much, put them in great. That's good.
They were I loved them, dude, when I was a kid. I don't really listen to them anymore, except for like once in a while I'll put on one of their hits. If it comes on, I'll jam to it. But
yeah,
when I was a kid, it was really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then here's one that Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I mean, I do like them. They became a bit silly at some point. I always have to have respect for bands. Oh shit, my dog's going crazy. Were just objectively great and good and had huge influence, but everyone becomes so used to them because they became so popular that everyone becomes slightly annoyed by them. Like I believe that's the case with the Beatles or Led Zeppelin, or Pink Floyd or some of these bands, and you sort of take them for granted in that sense because you can very easily skip over how actually good and original they were. But I do like Pink Floyd. Even the I prefer the Syd Barrett stuff the best, the psychedelic stuff. But after that, I do like them still for like a good few albums. And
I mean, you just can't. I know it's cliche. It's their most like Dark Side of the Moon. It's just a masterpiece. You know what I mean? It just is.
It is really, yeah. And there was a good few masterpieces for a while.
And I'll be completely honest, I do like some of the later David Gilmour stuff. I think he's got a lot of
some of it, yeah. And some of it.
Division Bell. He's got some good music.
I'm guessing you would say great, is it, or would you say great, or it's great or good?
I might put him awesome, just because next to Scorpions.
So what's the top one? Sorry, I can't even see.
Godly.
Oh, sorry, Godly. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, awesome is good. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Let me see if I can magnify it here. Yeah, can you see that better?
Yeah, because I have to be in StreamYard, so to me the whole thing is a bit smaller. Like I have to see all the bottom shit with everybody to add. But yeah, I think I can see it now. Almost see it. It's fine. I get the idea now. Sorry, I thought great was the top one, but it's Godly, right? Godly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not accomplished to your crazy list of things. That everybody in the world knows, I'm sure, except for me.
This was what was whoever made this. I didn't make this list.
Yeah, this is not our list. This is a random list.
But yeah, I would put just because they have a couple of masterpiece albums. If you have at least one masterpiece album, you get up pretty high. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things I feel is like an initiation of sorts, and something a phase everyone must go through. and it is kind of still always good. Like I wouldn't have listened to a Pink Floyd album for a long time, to be honest. But you should have a stage where you kind of get into it. I think to be and
Yeah.
to understand because it was good and influential. And
I
again,
liked them as a
there's two
kid.
stages of it.
I liked them when I was a kid because I had them on album and my parents listened, my dad listened to it. And then I got really obsessed with them when I was smoking a lot of pot as a teenager. And then I didn't listen to them again. I started to I had Pink Floyd fatigue. And then recently they came out with the 50th anniversary version of Dark Side of the Moon. And I went and I listened back to it and I was like, damn, that was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
it is, yeah.
Let's keep cooking. Let's speed it up a little bit. Allman Brothers.
I don't know them that well. I really don't. I know a couple songs, and it's kind of country rock.
It's
and
okay.
Okay. Let's say, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I did like it, but I don't know it well.
They got some good songs. It's not really my thing. You know,
they did have some good guitar licks. I remember learning that at one point being into that kind of Leonard Skinner country rock licks, and they did have some doozies. But it's probably nothing you wouldn't have heard more originally from Waylon Jennings or someone like that as well, if you were into that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's, and then then they broke up, and later you had Greg Allman went solo, and he had the one like, let me show you my tattoo, or like whatever. It really, they got like 4 or 5 really banger hits, and then I don't know. They're just kind of boomer. It's kind of boomer.
Someone says, when did they start throwing ads in during live stream? So you tuned into the live stream and you had to sit through an ad. Is that the way it works now? Shit. I could check my settings and make sure that doesn't happen again because I don't like the sound of that.
No, that sucks.
But yeah, pardon me on that one. I'll check it out. I don't. I must get more savvy on what I'm doing when I set these things up.
All right, CCR.
Yeah, I love them. I absolutely love them. I wouldn't think of them as a 70s band. You don't like CCR? Really?
I'm not crazy about them. It's just.
I love it. I totally love it.
Where would you put them? You would put them great?
I pretty much have to. I'd say, yeah, I would. Yeah. I mean,
so on the level of Pink Floyd or below them? Pink Floyd Scorpions level or below them?
Well, for me, I put them over Pink Floyd. I would.
Really?
Yeah. You really don't like them, no?
I think they're so mid. It's just very mid.
I'm into it. I do love it. No, I like it.
I'll meet you in the middle, and we can go. Okay. We'll put them awesome because it hurts me to put them godly next to.
Okay, like that's all right. That's all right. Yeah,
I see what ZZ Top. You know, come on.
Well, they're kind of similar in a kind of way to me, but yeah, okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Hey, okay. If you really love them that much.
No, I don't want to put them in godly. It's okay. No, actually, I think they're where they are is good. No, that's good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put them in. I wouldn't put them in godly. No.
Steve Miller Band.
Oh, I do like. I already mentioned them. Yeah, I saw them live back in the '90s or something. End of the '90s, I think.
They got a lot of hits. Good songwriter.
Yeah, good '70s. Like talk about a '70s sound. Like it's fucking pure '70s. But it's still, it's a bit shite.
It's kind of boomer. It's like boomer slop.
Yeah, it's like okay. I don't know. What would you say? I mean, it sucks.
Better.
Whatever you maybe find with me. Let's say.
I'll put them in with Beach Boys. Actually, I do like Beach Boys a lot better. Their early stuff, but
yeah.
Steve Miller is like they got a couple songs that comes on at the bar. You got to sing along with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I still remember when I was in high school in the late '80s, and I had a friend who was like a real heavy metal guy, serious like long-haired metal guy, and he was showing me all this Black Sabbath stuff. Because I was into Metallica and shit at the time, and he was like, "No, you got to go older. The really good stuff is this other stuff," and he would show me this. And then eventually, at the end of every night, when he got wasted, he would want to put on fucking Steve Miller. And it would invariably, he'd sit there and play the drums along to Steve Miller. And I remember hearing it over and over again with this guy. And it got drilled into me. And it's a partial nightmare and partial fond memory at the stage. So I don't know what to say about it, but I just still remember that. This guy was a full-on late 80s Satanist heavy metal guy who I remember when he got in a fight later on at some point. I remember him. He's the only guy I ever saw screaming, "I will win this fight because Satan loves me." And he lost the fight, I'm afraid. But still, he was a funny guy. Anyways, an anecdotal story. What's next?
That's great. That's cool. So let's The Clash.
I don't really give a shit about that at all.
Me neither.
What do you think?
I mean, they got a couple
Let's put them in
songs.
garbage. I don't like. There's only certain punk rock things I like. I like the Cramps. I like the Misfits, and certain punk things. But that kind of punk, that's the kind of pretentious punk, the art school punk that kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Where
that's
it's like,
gay.
oh yeah, it's so cool, but it's not. It's like kind of gay. But
Try
I
hard.
could be wrong. I have not sat down and tried to listen to a full Cramps album, so forgive me if I have it wrong somehow. But to me,
Bad
that's
Company.
Don't know them that well. Do
They
you?
have like 2 songs. They got the 2 songs they have are good, but it's
Right.
like, Bad Company. I can't deny. Like,
Yeah, I don't
I
even
like
know
them.
it. I don't.
I like them better than
I
the
know the name,
Clash. They're not garbage, but
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure that's fair. Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac.
I do like them, but it's not, tremendously. What would you say?
Yeah, I'm the same. I reckon I could. If somebody says I love Fleetwood Mac, I understand why. I mean, they have a
It's
better
fine. It's
catalog,
fine.
but
Yeah.
my preference, I would put them in with like Bad Company and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're probably better than Bad Company, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put them up with Steve Miller. They could at least belong.
Yeah, they can go with Steve. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So the Moody Blues.
Oh, I do like them.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't love them. But I saw them live, and they were very, very good live. Yeah. And,
When was that?
I saw them in Baltimore. No, I saw them in Baltimore in like 2007.
Because I actually think of them more of a '60s band, to be honest. Like Nights in White Satin and all that. Isn't that not '60s, or is that?
And they have a lot of others. If you listen, I used to live with one of my buddies and his dad. Both of them, rest in peace, both of them. But his dad was his 2 absolute favorite bands were the Moody Blues and Van Morrison.
Right.
And
the Northern Ireland guy, Van Morrison.
He forced me to sit down and listen to the entire like Moody Blues catalog because I was like, Nights in the White Satin, that's just kind of gay. He's like, no, it's not gay. You're fucking gay. You sit down. You got pissed, right?
I'd be with him. I'd be in with him. Yeah, fuck you, Dave. You're gay. That's not gay. You're fucking gay.
Yeah, I was 19. I was like, listen. At the time, I was like listening to like Cannibal Corpse and like,
Yeah.
So we'll say I'll put Moody Blues good. I'll say they're good. Or would you like them great?
I'm tempted for the great songs, not necessarily Nights in White Satin, but let's put them up. Songs. What's the one with the really fast acoustic where he's like jamming on the acoustic really fast? What's that song? That's a really good song.
I forget, but I do know the song you're talking about.
Yeah, I do like that, but it's fine. Leave them where you feel it's
okay.
Yeah, their good songs are really good, I thought. And some of these bands were kind of put together as a studio construct, and apparently they were like the artists were brought together by a manager to create a band. So we're a 70s band I really loved that's on my list, which is Blue Oyster Cult, which I never would have guessed or known, but they were also kind of a construct band.
Oh, I love BOC.
Oh, fuck. They're excellent. Absolutely. Excellent. That's an very original 70s band, regardless of their origins. Like the sound and the fucking shit, the different and the weird different shit on their albums, and also the fantastical themes, the pulp themes of their songs as well.
Yeah. So let's the next one is Sugar Hill Gang. I don't know. Let's say
I don't even know what that is. I have no clue what that is. Sugar Hill Gang.
They're kind of like a early rap group or something. I don't even know why they're even.
Christ.
I'm hucking them into garbage just because they don't belong on this list. All right, so Motorhead.
Ooh, yeah, but maybe one 70s album if you're lucky. But yeah, sure.
You're right.
You have to put them at the top. Yeah, but
what's their 70s album?
Probably the first one, just Motorhead, right? With no.
Yeah,
maybe there's more than one 70s album. I don't know.
Motorhead 70s albums. Which albums did they do? They had 4 albums in the 70s.
Oh,
you had Motorhead, really? Overkill, okay.
No
Bomber,
way.
And Parole.
Ooh. Oh shit. No way.
I didn't know they were that early. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, Overkill. I think Overkill might be my. What songs are on Overkill? I'm looking it up real quick because I think
there's a song Overkill, obviously.
Yeah. Can't tear you down, limb from limb. Okay. Yeah. My favorite Motorhead album might be Bastards, though.
Okay, so they definitely are like amongst the or like counted amongst the origins of heavy metal to be in the 70s and doing the shit they were doing. That is like definite early proto metal.
They gotta get.
That's why I feel we had to categorize this because it's not fair to have something like because even Venom's first album was a 70s album too, and I do love my Venom, but like that is definitely and that's full on metal, right? So it's like, and that's pioneering shit. So, but they deserve a kind of credit beyond what they get because they're in a list with the bands like AC/DC and Black Sabbath. And it's like, what can you do? Like you. So that's why in my own personal list, I felt the need to divide them up into these fucking categories and shit.
Yeah. AC/DC is the next one.
Is it? Oh, fucking godly to me. It's godly to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah. The Power Age is in the 70s, right?
There's a few, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure, but I'd have to look it up. Shit. I don't know. But like the first. Yeah, you're looking up. Good. Yeah, let's see.
Power Age, High Voltage, TNT.
Oof.
Dirty Deeds, Let There Be Rock, Highway to Hell. Oh yeah, that's all of their that's all of their best albums.
Yeah,
that's all of their best
absolute
albums.
Innovators in their own way. Yeah, 70s.
That's the Bon Scott era. That's the best AC/DC era.
See, that's another band where it's like they became so successful where it's like, okay, it's easy to take them for granted and forget the influence, but shit, you gotta always appreciate a bit AC/DC. Anyway, in the 80s. It became passe, like in the late 80s, like when I grew up in my small town in the woods and you'd show up at a bonfire party and someone would back up their car and have a big stereo and you play a bunch of music. It became, and I would often do this myself. It became passe to play the AC/DC because it was, so just standard rock and roll and everybody listened to it. But like when you were drunk and you're out there, you're living through it. It was always a welcome friend when you heard a bit of AC/DC, no matter what, really loud at the fire. It was like, okay, yeah. I came to understand it and appreciate it, like because it's something I think people can easily take for granted, as it's so well known and so the songs are very similar and they always do the same thing at the same pace. But you just have to love it. If you don't get it, I don't know, but shit, I love AC/DC.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It was like I went back and really appreciated the Bon Scott era after I got a little bit older and I was like kind of outgrew some of my, you know how you are when you're a young man. You're like, go fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. At the time, like all my friends were like, why you're not listening to fucking, I wouldn't say that. Hardly anybody ever complained about AC/DC, to be honest. Some people do. Like my wife would probably.
It's like, it's like norm. Like I was like, this is normie shit. I'm an underground guy. Right. So I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It would be shit like that. But so, you've got a true connoisseur when you're like just loving the AC/DC.
Yeah, the OG AC/DC, Bon Scott.
It's funny
era.
that way because it's so mainstream, but also, yeah. Because I know what annoys me. Any kind of AC/DC, any thunderstruck AC/DC, or like after that kind of noise.
Yeah, that's not that
because that's
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
Back in Black.
No,
Back in Black era is like not for me.
Yeah. I really like Who Made Who, which is a later one. I really like that one. Or Fly on the Wall, even with Here Comes the Man, or what's that song? Oh yeah, I think that's what it's called. Shit, I don't know. It's all good. I love it.
Let's keep cooking. This is This is Velvet Underground.
I do like.
I had to look it up because I recognized the album cover, but
they have a great song called Venus. Is it Venus and Furs? Also a song by Electric Wizard, which different. Is it Venus and Furs, or it's called? Anyways, they have a couple of good songs. I must at least call them good, but I don't know them well at all. So, what would put them where you like? No better than. Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, they do have some. They did have at least one really good song, but we'll leave it for that because I don't know.
Velvet Underground is like artsy, like hippie, like weird. I don't know. It's not for me.
It's artsy heroin music, and they sort of stumbled into a couple of good songs maybe by accident. Yeah, let's say that about them. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, next one is Black Flag. You guys can kiss my balls.
Yeah,
Garbage.
fuck that. It's bullshit. Yeah, it's the biggest posers would put that at the top, like, oh, black flag.
Yeah, it's poser
Fuck
bullshit.
that. Yeah, fuck it, bottom.
Now here we got the Kings.
The Kinks.
No, the Kings. Black Sabbath. Godly.
Okay, yeah. This is the top of any list.
They should have their. We should make another tier just for Black Sabbath.
Yeah, exactly. Like whatever, universal or cosmic or whatever. But yeah,
in my mind, far and away, they are the greatest rock band of all time. Like I don't think anybody. There's a few groups that are really, really great and probably pretty close behind them. But as far as in my world, my personal preference, they were my first favorite band. I've listened to them my whole life. I love every era of them. I'm a Black Sabbath true. I am Black Sabbath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is the. I can't imagine that someone else would have it. It's got to be the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of 70s music. One of the first, anyways. And actually the first. Usually, if I in my mind, I think Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. But Black Sabbath was so much better than Led Zeppelin overall. So
not even close. It's not even close.
It's not even close. I know. I do like Led Zeppelin, but
you had a tweet a while back. You said Tony Iommi is a artistic genius to the likes of Cicero or something.
He is. Yeah, he is. It's true though. It's not even it's not even a joke.
Yeah, everybody was like, "You." I was like, "No, I agree, 1000%."
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, with the creativity, the originality, missing fucking 2 of his fingers while he's doing it. How do you play guitar missing the fucking? I don't know. It's. I mean, maybe that limitation is why he's so good. Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, and he put music into that category where it allows me to say with confidence that this decade was amongst the greatest in humans' history. When you can list somebody like that, it's like the power of it. Jesus, I mean, what nothing more needs to be said. I can't even. The influence and the credit the man deserves is beyond measure.
Beyond measure, it's yeah.
Crazy, but...
All right, let's keep moving before we turn this into an entire Black Sabbath episode.
Yeah.
All right, Foreigner.
Everybody must have known that would be number one.
Foreigner.
Who? Foreigner. Oh fuck. I don't even know. Do you know him? I know the.
Yeah. Cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our love.
And is it good?
They're like it's like boomer slop, pop rock. They're good, but it's just look up Foreigner and you're gonna be like, okay, I know all of these songs.
Like Boston. Boston is a big 70s band, which is kind of okay. I kind of like some Boston songs, but it is boomer slop as well.
No, you're killing me. Boston's first album is a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece. It is.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a bit poppy, sloppy, a little bit.
It is pop sensibilities. It is a pop, rock album, but it is also.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah.
Awesome.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really know Foreigner, but it's like it reminds me of the Foreigner vein.
No. Boston is leagues above Foreigner.
Or how about Journey? Like Journey was another one that was big. I think they were more proggy, but I don't really know them either. I remember a lot of guys used to have Journey shirts in the 80s.
Yeah, Journey. Journey's on the list. We'll get to him. To him. Next is Judas Priest, actually.
Oh shit! Yeah, well, godly as far as I'm concerned.
Me too. yeah, just for Sad Wings of Destiny.
Right? Oh yeah. Oh, even Rockarola. Rockarola. You don't like Rockarola, but like
I like it.
Cheater is one of my favorite songs by them. The fucking she was a cheetah.
I like it, but Sad Wings of Destiny is such a brilliant masterpiece. Yeah. And I believe you also get Stained Glass in the 70s, which is a very underrated album.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Exciter and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah.
All right. And next is Judas Priest. Judas Priest is one of those bands that it's like very close to Black Sabbath. Just the enormity of their catalog. And some of their albums are like greatest hits for other bands. They have so many back-to-back masterpiece albums. Sad Wings of Destiny, freaking Screaming for Vengeance, fucking Painkiller. Like it's just like from the 70s to the 90s, and they're even still putting out pretty good music. Their newest album ain't bad.
Is it not? Really?
No, I listened. I was like, I actually kind of like that. That was pretty good for a bunch of guys in their 70s, like grandpas. They can't even like.
Well, there's only really Rob left, is it? I don't know. I don't think.
No, you got Rob. Glenn Tipton is still up there.
Is he?
Yep. You still have Scott Travis.
Okay.
You still have. I think they have a new bassist finally, but their bassist was with them up until very recently. KK Downing was with them up until very recently, but because of legal issues, he went and started KK's Priest.
Oh,
right?
Stop.
Yeah. Dude, call your band something else, dude.
Yeah, yeah. That's like Venom and Venom Inc.
Yeah.
The singer left Venom. He's Venom Inc. and the other two are Venom, and it's like, oh god, come on.
Yeah, it's like Kerry King quits Slayer and starts Kerry King. It's like, dude, stop.
I didn't even hear about that. Did that happen? Yeah. Is that a thing? Kerry King's in his own band now?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah. It's okay. It's, it sounds like all of the late 90s 2000s Slayer.
Yeah, it's been over for a while. I wouldn't it's been over. It's too late.
It's okay. It's just it's very mid. It's very mid. It's not garbage.
Priest had a good run though. Like they came back, and like for a band from the 70s, they had what was their big hit in the beginning of the 90s? Painkiller. That's still one of their best songs.
It's one of their best albums. The Painkiller album is an abject masterpiece. Front to back, one of the greatest heavy metal albums of all time.
Yeah, and they were already pretty old at that stage.
Yeah, every single song is an absolute banger on that album. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just as songwriters, British Steel. I forgot about British Steel. What a freaking masterpiece that album was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're gonna be here all day talking about Judas Priest. Let's get
okay.
What the Buzzcocks? I don't even know what that is.
No, I don't think there's a few here that are not 70s bands for sure. Like someone said, someone mentioned rightly that what was the band that we both hated with
Black Flag?
Yeah, that they're not a 70s band. Are they?
Like 80s. I don't
Yeah, that's an 80s band for sure. I would have thought. Yeah.
We just threw them in garbage to say fuck them because they suck.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck that.
Rush.
Well, okay. It has to be for me. I wouldn't say God. Oh, you would put Godly.
I would put. Yeah, let me hear why not.
Okay. Oh, for me.
Yeah.
Canada's
listening, by the way. All of Canada's listening right now.
I love them, and I love the good songs and the good albums, but they do have a lot that I do not listen to. And there's a lot of albums and a lot of music that I do not listen to that I don't like. But the ones that are good are amazing. Probably they should deserve to be where you put them. I would not object, but if it was up to me, I would drop them down ever so slightly for some of the choices and things they've done. Just because I do not love all of their output for sure, but the stuff I do love, I love. So
they have a couple albums where they went off the trail and they did some weird stuff, right? Hemisphere is one they got criticized quite a bit for.
Yeah,
but man. Every Caress of Steel, 2112 is just an abject masterpiece. Who argues with that? Moving Pictures.
Xanadu, I like a lot. I like Xanadu.
They even had some albums in the 2000s. One was called Snakes and Arrows. I actually really liked that album. That was a good album.
Yeah.
What 70s band was putting out albums in the 2000s that were still good and different?
Yeah, true. That's true. At some point, they got kind of embarrassed of their prog rock roots, I think. And they kind of went against it in a I don't know if they're trying to be poppy or something, but they kind of went against their roots at some point. I felt like, anyways, but I do believe, in fact, I saw images of them on tour with some kind of band, something like Journey, even, or one of these fucking bands, and they mocked them the whole time, even holding up placards in the audience while they were singing, like I am, and I will dine on honeydew. Just like mocking them in the sort of prog rock extremes of their heart on their sleeve kind of stuff. And I believe it kind of threw them for a loop and made them re-examine themselves, and they became a bit more, I don't know what, technical and 80s-ish at some point. But when they were kind of still trying to be heavy. And in fact, I think one of my favorite albums is the one that Neil Peart isn't on, the one with fucking Working Man and all that shit.
Caress of Steel?
Is that the one? Is that what's
Yep.
called? Yeah.
It has some weird songs like I think I'm going bald. They got some weird stuff. They do have some weird stuff.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, but they're great. I mean, shit. I mean, definitely, if they weren't godly, they'd be on the next one.
Yeah,
just that they had some shite. They had some shite, and I'd be like, oh, fucking, this is annoying.
It's just to me, their longevity, their willingness to experiment, their absolute catalog of bangers. You know, even there's some. Here's the deal with the Rush. Rush is you could take their worst album and it still has some good music on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're one of those bands that they never put out absolute crap. They always put out at least some. There's something in everything they put out, even as they got old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the album with like Tom Sawyer was a good original synth album. Is that 70s? No, that's 80s. Is that 80s? Must be 80s. Whatever that one was. I would say it's 80s. I like early 80s, like 1980. Something like that.
I adore Rush. I love their tones. Alex Lifeson, I think he's the one in the band that doesn't get talked about he gets talked about the least. Brilliant guitar player.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they have so many. Just even like 2112 Discovery, right? Writing a love song to the guitar. It's just like it was beautiful, beautiful, wonderful music.
Yeah.
And if their only good album was 2112, I would still make an argument for Godly.
Yeah,
I would still because such a good album.
The kind of wonderful nerds that could only become musicians in an era like the 70s.
Exactly. That's exactly. They were just
nerds.
Dorky, nerdy, experimental guys, like music teacher.
Yeah, totally uncommercial. Just like, here's the music. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were totally freaking weird, and I just thought they were great. I know it's kind of cliche because like everybody has a boomer dad rock dad loves Rush, right?
Yeah.
But they deserve it. I think they deserve it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep cooking. Next up, this is going to be a controversial one. The Bee Gees.
Oh, right. This is 70s. You're really getting in the 70s. Okay, yeah,
70s.
You're right. So but this is the thing. Yeah. It's like, okay, I admit that the 70s began to end when the punk rock and the disco came in. Sure. And yes, it was sort of a wantonly commercial kind of counter to the psychedelic music and the complexity of prog rock, etc. However, have to admit, I do like a lot of disco music.
Me too. I love disco and I love the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
They're
great. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're great. They are great. Yeah. So I can't say godly though.
No, not godly. I would put them in great. I'll put them on the third tier.
Yeah, and in fact, I would be very tempted, frankly, to put fucking ABBA in godly.
Really?
Yeah, I like ABBA a lot. Yeah, but tempted to, but no, I have to hold back because they do have a lot of shit songs as well.
Yeah,
a lot of silly shit. But
so
yeah,
let's keep cooking. The Doors. I am not a fan of the Doors.
I do kind of like them. I did like Jailhouse Rock and all these ones, and Peace Frog and some of these songs. I do like them, but it's not something I would reach for and play very often ever.
It's just like when I picture the 2000s era of like kids that I went to school with, of like rich yuppie girls that LARPed as hippies, and they wore drug rugs and they listened to the Doors and the Beatles and Janis Joplin, and like the Doors reminds me of those like poser new age hippies.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, kind of, yeah. They weren't. I don't love them, but I definitely put them on good or something. I do like the songs I like.
I think what's his balls, Jim Morrison is extremely overrated.
So where would you want to put him?
Where you said you want to put it, where would you put them? Because I just hate them. So I'm gonna like if I was by myself, they'd go into garbage.
Oh really? Shit.
Yeah, I do not like them.
I'd put them on the same as like I would personally like them better than say the Beach Boys, to be honest. But I wouldn't. Where are the Beach Boys in the
good, below great?
Either good or the one beneath it, if you want to express your side of it more.
No, because it sounds like you would put them with Bee Gees. Would you put them with Bee Gees?
Probably not.
The Bee Gees, fuck, dude. The Bee Gees, they are so great, dude. So many. There's some kind of woman, right? Like, she's so catchy and just the bass part, just the bass lines are just so memorable. Oh, I love them. They're great.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't, I do appreciate the songs I like. I mean, it's been a long time since I listened to them. So like, put them good or below good or whatever, somewhere.
I put them in good for you because I'm completely unreasonable. I just they just make me want to puke. But I will say their keyboard player was really a phenomenal keyboard player.
Yeah, there's a couple of good songs. There is a couple of not many hugely good songs, like not the ones you hear all the time, but there's a few kind of good songs. Yeah.
And they were also like a CIA op. They were like their CIA put them together or something weird.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole conspiracy about Jim Morrison's dad was a CIA agent and like a whole bunch of weird shit. But anyway, going on, Journey.
Okay, I don't really know other than the shirts I used to see. Do you know them?
Oh yeah, wheels in the sky keep on turning.
Oh, I know that one. Right? Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah,
that's the kind of Boston REO Speedwagon stuff.
Yeah, they're in that category of really catchy. I believe they called it arena rock back in the day.
Right. Yeah. So it's a bit, a bit sellouty, isn't it?
But and then also Steve Perry, their singer, went on to have a solo career, and he had some good songs.
Okay.
He had that. Yeah. Oh, Sherry, our love. You ever hear that?
No, but it sounds like something that's not exactly my cup of tea, but it doesn't offend me. Let's say so.
It's catchy.
You know them better than me. You put them where you think. Journey, because I used to like the shirts. Journey and Triumph I used to see on T-shirts all the time, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that looks cool, but
Journey is boomer slop, but they just they have so many good songs that everybody knows. I personally would put them in good just because I don't really love, but they do. As far as their songwriting ability, and it's not like they, were put together by a record label. They are they're just awesome at writing songs.
Yeah, you make the call. That's fine because I don't know enough to have an opinion.
They got bangers. Steely Dan.
Don't really like them.
Me neither.
But I'd put them in garbage even.
Really?
Well, they're very popular. They've become very popular lately.
Really?
These like millennial pals I have are suddenly listening to Steely Dan and loving it, but it sounds like boring, normal guy music to me.
Okay, let's be edgelords and put it in garbage.
Well, I mean, you can put it above it if you want, but that's my inclination.
It's just I just don't. I feel bad like throwing them down because they were like a rock band in the 70s, like putting them next to like the Clash and Bob Marley.
Well, they might have shit that I don't know that's good because I've hardly listened to it, but like I know from my pal trying to show them to me that I was like, sounds boring. It sounds shitty. Pop music.
They're mid. Yeah. Here's one. The Grateful Dead.
Don't really know them. Apparently a lot of people swear by them. People whose opinion in the years past I would have trusted did swear by them. I never got into it. I never understood it. So I can't say for me it means almost nothing. I honestly, the only song of theirs what was that song they had in the radio in the 90s? With the skeletons are playing the music and stuff.
It was like
a pop
riding
song.
That train high on cocaine.
No. It was there's a song with a vibes, like a xylophone. I can't remember. Shit. And that was an okay song. It was like a pop song, but no, I again, honestly, I don't know it, and I never really tried very hard to get into it, and I can't say. But I suspect there is good stuff in it, though. I would not put them in garbage. I just have to say I don't know.
So the Grateful Dead, I'll put them in okay, but I will say the Deadheads, their fan base are the biggest bunch of douchebags imaginable. It's just like the gay. It's very gay.
It's like
hippie horse shit. It's just like
a man with an erection in a fucking.
No, they're not. They're not like they're not like perverts, but they're like, they're like just like hippie dorks. They're just dorks.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It seems difficult. There is one thing that made me respect him a bit more. There's an excellent fucking YouTube video about the Hells Angels in the 70s. Again, another exemplar 70s thing. And all the angels are like tatted out with swastika. Like there's that era when they're full on.
Yeah, they're actually like tough.
Yeah, and there's even like Jewish guys in it with swastika tattoos, and they're like, "I'm a Hell's Angels now. I don't care about And it's a very tough movie to watch. Like tough as in it's excellent, but like they're incredibly tough. But there's the guy Jerry Garcia is in it, and he's playing at these Hell's Angels shows on a boat, and he's talking about them all, and I sort of appreciated him for showing up to that and being open to being with these guys. Who were, how would you describe them? Especially in that era, they were, they're criminals, and they might fuck you over. They might like rape you and pull your teeth out. I shouldn't say that word. Sorry, pardon. That's not a good word to say. I think. They might, but you know what I mean. Like fuck, just they were hardcore. Anyways, that's all I know. I know more about fucking Jerry Garcia than I knew the Grateful Dead. So I can't say.
So, next we have New York Dolls. I've never even heard this.
I've heard it, and I've never been overly fond of it. So I wouldn't. No, I don't know garbage because they did influence bands I like.
Okay, we'll put it.
Yeah, let's put them there. Put them there at least because they did influence bands I like. Who I can't think of at the moment. Bands I think like sort of the Cult and a certain 80s bands were influenced by them that were good. It was sort of glamish, but rocking in some way. I don't know. I've never really looked into it, so it could be good or it could be trash. So I don't know.
What about his next one, The Cars?
Early synth music that I think began. Yeah, what's the guy? Who's the guy from that again?
I don't know. I can't think of any of their music.
Like no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Like
okay.
whatever.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Not my shit, but I don't know nothing about it.
There's a lot of good. That's another category I was in my autistic fucking pedantic list that I didn't really have time to get into. Was all the synth music, early 70s synth music, which is fucking excellent. Things like Tangerine Dream and stuff, or early Autobahn, or not Autobahn. What are they called? What's the German band? Fucking that sings Autobahn. Kraftwerk.
Yeah, again, Computer World.
Yeah, they also that's all 70s, originally 70s kind of shit.
My kids actually like that, the Kraftwerk.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a whole other category. Like, because the 70s music is so vast and so good. We have to break it up, in fairness, into its subgenres. But anyways, go on, finish this. How are we doing on our list here?
We're getting there. All right, let's go a little bit fast. KC and the Sunshine Band.
Don't know it. Do you?
They did Get Down Tonight. Get Down Tonight.
So sort of funky stuff, is it?
Yeah, it's like funky, kind of disco. I actually like them. I think they're pretty cool. I love funk and I love disco.
Right.
Let's put them in good because they're not my favorite funk or disco, but they're good. Okay. Now, this next one, when we're talking funk and disco, we haven't really split roads that many times here. We might split roads here. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, I can appreciate them. I
really?
do like them.
I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. They're like one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah. All about the serpentine fire. I love it.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they're good. No, I definitely wouldn't take it away from them. Yeah, no, I do like it. I don't like it as much as you. I don't know, but I don't know it that well, to be honest. I only know certain things, but I have to admit I liked it. Yeah.
They did like.
I didn't like their politics. I read into some of their politics at one point, and I was like, got pissed off. I remember that.
Really? I didn't know they had
full on fucking BLM kind of shit. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's
it was. Yeah. At some point, but don't let that. That's fuck all. In the 70s, they wouldn't have said that shit probably anyways. You know, it's a black band I really like from the 70s. That's probably not on this or on any of our list that I only thought of now is Hot Chocolate.
Hot Chocolate.
You like this?
I don't know any of their songs.
Oh, everyone's a winner, babe. That fucking, that song?
Yeah.
That's Hot Chocolate. Yeah.
I would have never thought of them.
They're good too. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire. They got to be at least good. I don't know. I wouldn't. You might put them godly, so I don't. Don't put them
You know,
don't, anywhere but godly. That's it. That's
all
fine.
right, let's put them in great because I don't like them as much as like the Scorpions and Pink Floyd.
Right.
But I would put them next to Bee Gees. You know,
Sure. Yeah.
They got so many great songs, man. Freaking Boogie Wonderland. Like just that era, like the 70s, early 80s, like funk and disco, where they're like, you'll have like one guy, he's like wearing a giant diaper, and there's another guy dressed up like an alien, and and it's just absolutely just some dude's got like some sort of like sequined wizard costume, and they're all dancing. I love that. It was just Parliament Funkadelic. That shit was just retarded and obnoxious. It reminds me of like if you ask like a 7-year-old like all of his favorite things, and he just like puked them all out on the stage, right? None of their songs really mean anything, right? It's just like what are they like? George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic, like what does that even mean? Atomic dog, right? What is he even talking about? What I like about funk is what they share with early metal is it's just about the music and the vibe. They don't really have anything below it. One thing I love about early metal, and they would literally just explicitly brag about how hard they rock, right? Yeah. And that I love that. I think that's just I love retard max music. Yeah. And the funk music, they were all they did was kind of like brag about how hard they funk, right? Yeah. Make my funk a P-funk. I like to get funked up, right? That's just what it was about, and I appreciate that.
Or actually, really, if we think about it, so there's Herbie Hancock. He was pretty good too, but even more so was who's the blind guy again? Fucking who's the blind guy? He's not strictly funk, but
Stevie Wonder.
Yes, he was so many good 70s albums. He's
got a lot of good music. He's got a lot of good music.
Great 70s albums.
Yeah.
And also, who else did I think of there? Fucking my favorite one of all the black funky kind of guys was Curtis Mayfield.
Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yo, what about Sly and the Family
But
Stone?
It's not really funk. Curtis Mayfield isn't funk. It's what would you call? Is it funk? I don't know. It's
he's like early funk. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd call him funk.
Okay.
He's not like Bootsy Collins.
He was like blaxploitation music with the wah-wah guitar and the fucking,
Yeah, he's from that era of like, whoa, good God, Joe.
Sort of, yeah, sort of like that. Pusher Man and all that shit.
Oh,
I'm your Pusher Man.
Hey, I said the Pusher.
Oh, that's fucking that's that Canadian.
Oh, that's Steppenwolf. That's Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf, yeah.
That just came to my mind. I said, goddamn.
Curtis Mayfield's Pusher Man was like, have some coke, have some. He talked in a really high pitched voice. Have some coke, have some weed. I'm your Pusher Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
It had a charm to it. It had a charm.
Oh fuck, I loved it. He was my favorite. And actually Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder had some fucking excellent.
Yo, he's got beautiful music. Stevie Wonder. I'm not a big Stevie Wonder fan, but he's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Superfly is funk for sure. Is it funk though? Like it's more like blaxploitation music. It's quite rocking.
Yeah.
It's not like that. You don't like when I think of funk, I think of like a bass line going low. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking wrong.
You're thinking
yeah, I guess. I don't know. But that's more like 80s funk, isn't it? Night court funk.
Yeah.
Night court funk.
I like all that stuff though. Not all of it, but
like slap bass, like fucking
Oh, that's it. That's it. I don't know if you ever heard like there's a group called Bayside. You ever hear of them?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, their hit song was how did it go? It was like Fantastic Voyage. You ever to the land of funk, to the land of funk. You ever heard that?
No.
We want to see everybody happy. Do you want to party? It's like, hell yeah, I want to party.
You were ready to party.
I love to party, bro. I'm here to party, bud.
Mm.
I'm about to get roasted. What's the chat say? Are they chewing me up right now?
Oh, I don't know. No, they're talking some shit about some other fucking shit. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Sorry. My fucking allergies are at me. Pardon me. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that?
Okay. So anyway, what do we got? Oh, this one, Deep Purple.
Ooh, okay.
Godly.
Yeah.
Godly.
Yeah.
Like, don't even, like, this is, if you don't think that, then I don't know, dude. Freaking Machine Head by itself is top 5 greatest rock and roll albums of all time.
Oh, really? You know, I wouldn't say that. No, I
Uh,
would. No, I do like it.
Fucking
No,
Highway Star, Maybe I'm a Leo, Pictures of Home, Space
I love
Truckin', fucking
Space Truckin' is my favorite. Yeah, I do love it, but
Smoke on the Water, like, I know that's the radio hit, but there's for a reason. You know what I mean?
it doesn't. Like, to me, it's nowhere near the originality of Black Sabbath. Like, it's good.
It's up there for
It's
me.
good. Is it really?
It's up there,
right
yeah.
Top 5, yeah. For me, it's up there, but honestly, it's not even in my top 10.
Ian Gillian, David, Richie Blackmore, John Lord.
Yeah,
Forget
it's
about
great.
it.
And it is great. It is great. I know, but oh man, something about it.
Lazy.
I'll put it in my top 15, let's say, of rock bands. But there's many more I grab sooner to listen to. And even actually quite often, I like Rainbow is a 70s band as well, which is almost as good as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I would agree with that. They're in my top.
Yeah.
Right, that's actually on the list a little bit later, but we got like 10 more. So let's blow through. Eagles.
Yeah, just I mean, fine. You know, I can't. I do like the one song, "Journey of the Sorcerer," is an excellent song. It's a song from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy opening from the '80s.
You know what?
What?
I actually think the Joe Walsh era of Eagles was better.
I don't even know. Other than that song and fucking Hotel California and a few really shitty songs I heard.
Desperado.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
He did like Life in the Fast Lane, boy, you make you lose your mind. That was the Joe Walsh era.
Yeah, it's not my scene. I like the Eagles overall, apart from that one song.
Yeah,
I honestly don't like them. I don't even really like Hotel California is okay, but I would never put it on or anything. So I can't. I do not reach for it. If I don't reach for it, I have to say something. You know.
I think Joe Walsh, James Gang is better.
Yeah. So put them where you want. I don't care.
I put them on okay. They're mid.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't even put them there, to be honest. Although I do love that Sorcerer song.
Electric Light Orchestra. ELO.
Apart from the song "Don't Get Me Down," which is a great song. I'm pretty sure it's them. I think. Am I right?
Yeah, they're mid.
Yeah, pretty. And I do love that song, but apart from that, definitely very mid tier.
Yeah, Blondie.
Yeah, their good songs are good. What do you think?
What is Blondie? What songs?
What are their good songs?
I thought Blondie was like that singer chick from the 80s. I didn't think she was 70s.
Singing. No, it's 70s disco chick. Kind of punk rock disco thing. Like Heart of Glass, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sticks.
Yeah. I don't know them that well. And I suspect, I think whenever I've tried to listen to them, I didn't really get into it. It would be in the Triumph Journey category for me of like, they do nothing to offend me, but they did not capture my attention somehow.
I will put Sticks better than mid. They got some good song, Lady. But you're right, they're very much in that category.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next up, Talking Heads.
Yeah.
I thought that was 80s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But no, maybe the early stuff was 70s. Same with Devo. Devo had like her first album was like 78 or something. It's kind of like that kind of thing. It's like that ironic 80s music, really. What became 80s music. So, but they were kind of okay. I wouldn't say garbage, but not my scene. What would you say? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know anything about it. I'm just going on whatever you say. All right, here's one I do really like, and this is Boomer Slop, but I think they're great. The Doobie Brothers. I love the Doobies, bro.
China Grove, is it? Isn't that
Yep,
dude?
yep.
Yeah.
China Grove.
China Grove.
Blackwater, keep on rolling. I love that shit.
Oh shit. Well, for me, it's fairly middle tier, let's say. So, but if they're special to you, put them somewhere above that. But where would you put them?
I put the Doobies with great. I think the Doobies have a lot of great songs. I even like the Michael McDonald era.
Okay, I don't really. For me, they're not. They don't hit. They never did.
I love Michael McDonald too. I'll probably get some flack for that. He's
okay.
What a voice.
No idea who it is. No idea.
He did that not in love anymore. Things will never be the same again. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. No, I don't, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it's really, he was funk. He was soul, dude. Yeah. When he went to Doobies, he like brought the Doobies, like made them kind of like a soul kind of band or something. It was pretty weird. You know, what is that one song? It was like Taking It to the Streets. You know, I sent a letter to my brother. I don't know. It was kind of good. It was good music. I liked it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Joy Division.
It's funny because even the bad stuff from the 70s, even the stuff I'm saying didn't rate. I mean, it's still 100 times better than anything you'd hear now. As if if I heard the Doobie Brothers like on the radio now, I'd be like, hey, excellent
rules. Yeah,
or anything that you're saying there. What was the band? Next band?
Joy Division.
That's 80s. That's got to be 80s.
Yeah,
Joy Division.
This is getting into artsy, weird, offbeat stuff that I don't care about.
Like what? Oh, let's hear some of them. I might know.
Yeah, like Joy Division. It's
they're okay. Yeah, but it seems like an 80s. That's an 80s. Maybe it's an early synth band.
Yeah, I don't get like anything that has like wave at the end of it is like no thanks.
Yeah,
I'm not into that. I like rock.
Yeah.
All right, The Who.
Yeah, I guess they had some 70s albums. I'm more of a 60s band. I do like them. I do like some of their songs, but not massively influential on me. What about you? I'm
very like lukewarm. I don't give a fuck about The Who. Like they Pinball Wizard or whatever, but
yeah.
I don't see the hubbub.
Oh, or Can't Explain. That's a good song. They had some good songs, but
we'll put them in.
It's like standard rock and roll, kind of, same as the Doors or one of those fucking things for me.
Yeah, Dead Kennedys.
Don't like him. Leftist agitprop punk rock bullshit.
Garbage.
Fucking Jello Biafra. Fuck that guy. Fuck you. Pussies. Jello Biafra.
Yeah. The Jackson 5.
Well, pretty good.
Hey, fucking A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Like they get that rendition of that Michael did with the I'm gonna make you love me. Ooh, yes, I will. Yo,
you love that shit. That's funny.
I like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So Jackson 5. I'm not a huge Jackson 5 guy, but they do have some bangers. And Michael Jackson, I don't believe he did any of that stuff. I think that's all bullshit. And Big Dave will stand for the king of pop.
Well, you know why that happened with him. You know why that happened to him, don't you?
Because he was gonna call some motherfuckers out.
He did call them out. You hear that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't hear the song?
No, but I know that he was like saying things in interviews. He was getting spicy.
Oh, no, he's got a song. He published a song where I won't say it on YouTube, but it's extremely explicit. It uses the K word.
Really? Can you say what the song's called?
Hold on. Let me see. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, that's why. He died here in Ireland, would you believe?
Really?
And I bought some comics from his old comics. Because they ended up in a fucking pawn shop thing from his estate. And this guy was like, these comics came from Michael Jackson's house. I just bought them I bought a big stack of comics. Like old fucking 80s comics.
Really?
Hold on, let me look this up. Michael, hold on. Michael Jackson I'll type the lyric and hopefully it will. No, this is Google though. It probably won't show me. This phrase comes from the controversial lyrics. I can't say them on the fucking.
Just say what the
Okay.
song's called so we can look it up.
Okay, Michael Jackson's 1995 song, They Don't Care About Us. And it goes, Jew me, sue me, kick me, bleep me. I won't say the word. So there you go.
Shit.
Yes. And that's the era where he was wearing like a black outfit with a red armband. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
So that's why.
Yeah. Yo, they treated him so bad, dude. They fucked him over so. And part of it was he had so much money. I know they were mad at him when he bought the Beatles rights. And they tried to paint him like he's this evil guy. He bought the Beatles rights so he could make sure people could keep listening to the Beatles because he loved them. Because he knew that they were going to do some jerk-off shit with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Michael Jackson, you know, I'll stand up for Michael Jackson. He didn't do nothing wrong. He was a weirdo. But
I wasn't a fan of his music since his solo music myself at all. But
really?
I will stand up for him for he was, I do believe they intentionally smeared his name. Yes.
Yeah, I do. I really like his music. I think his music's excellent.
You like fucking because I'm bad and all that kind of thing. You like that? I wouldn't like that.
I like I like the stuff off of Thriller and
Oh right, yeah. Well, that's a bit better. Yeah, right. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, right. I suppose at the time that was like pop music when I was growing up, and yeah, I did like the video for Thriller with the zombies and the werewolf. I remember that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyways.
So let me see. They're talking some. What are they saying? I think both of them are older Gen Xers. I think they were born somewhere between 1970 and 73. Are they talking about us?
Who?
They in the chat.
Oh, what are they saying? They don't care about us. Garbage here. Oh, is that what they're talking about? I was born in 73. Yeah.
No, I was born in 87, dog.
He's born in 87, yeah. So what are you talking? And he likes, it's because we were talking about liking Michael Jackson, early music. I don't know.
Well, but dude, Michael Jackson was, when I was a little kid, Michael Jackson was enormous. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's keep cooking. So after Jackson, so I'll put Jackson 5. Good.
Go on.
Yeah.
Next
is Queen. I am not a Queen fan.
Yeah. I do like the song Brighton Rock and really like it. And I do like some of Brian May's guitar innovations, but let's put them in okay. I would put. What do you think?
I'll let you have okay because they Brian May and blah, blah, blah. I just don't like how gay
he would come in. He was very original. He would come in with a guitar sound or a guitar solo in a weird spot.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player.
Yeah, very original about it, with a tone and a style, and just totally very original. You have to give him that. And I do some limitations with the band in another sense, or somehow they were. I mean, they do have several good songs. Brighton Rock, and there's some other ones I'm forgetting, but they do have some pretty good songs. Not bad, but they became so massively overrated because of the guy's gayness that it became a bit of a cringe thing. So it's fair enough to put them in okay for now.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin.
Well, I must put them in at least the tier below godly.
I am not a Zeppelin fan.
Not at all.
No. I liked them when I was a kid, but as I got older, their live performances suck. I don't know. I think they're incredibly overrated. They only really have one good album. Their catalog isn't as strong as I think that they benefited a lot from industry push and marketing. And there's
I don't know. I really, really like Physical Graffiti and I guess all the first 4, 5, 6 albums, whatever they were.
Yeah, they just don't do it for me for some reason. I don't know. It's
yeah.
That's fair. Yeah,
This the guy Robert Palmer. Robert Palmer, is that his name? Plant. Robert Plant's singing was in particular kind of could be off-putting at times, but there was a lot of very original music there. Weird folky stuff mixed with rock with fantasy themes. Very original and recognizable, and I don't know. Yeah, can't deny the goodness myself. I do like them. Appreciate them for sure.
All right. Blue Oyster Cult.
Honestly, if it was just me, I would put them in godly probably.
I just don't think they're on the level of Black Sabbath and Deep Purple and Rush, and I just
I definitely put them myself. I definitely put them above Rush and Deep Purple. I would.
No way.
I would. Yeah.
Oh man, I disagree, but I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Let's keep them in awesome. Let's keep them in awesome because it's just like putting them next to Black Sabbath for me is like offensive.
Yeah, that bad. You like them? You're that bad with them? Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I really think they're over. It's just like the normie band, the normie 70s band. It's just like,
well,
I don't know. I'm Led Zeppelin.
Some of the stuff is not that normie friendly. I don't think. I don't know, but yeah, not like I think more of like Journey in that is being more like a normie.
They are
even AC/DC is more normie friendly because it's a simple kind of compact pop distance of a song.
Yeah, you're right, but
with a verse chorus, and it's over.
Yeah, but that's cool. It's cooler.
Like Over the Hills and Far Away was the first Zeppelin song I heard that was like, what is going on here? Just like this folky, catchy acoustic, 12-string acoustic, and this guy singing, and there was a drum bit in the end. That's back to this little folky song. I just thought that was quite unique. I remember when I first heard that, I thought, wow, that was the first thing like it that I heard. And then eventually I heard more stuff like Jethro Tull and stuff.
All right, there's a lot of people that really I'll let them go up there because there's a lot of people just I am one of the odd ones out that is a Zeppelin hater.
All right, no problem.
So Blue Oyster Cult,
great. Definitely great, possibly godly. Not sure.
I'll put Blue Oyster Cult. Let's put them in awesome because I don't think they have any albums.
That's what I meant. Good. Sorry, I meant awesome. I get confused. Yeah, sorry. Awesome. Yeah.
I wouldn't put them in the top, but Agents of Fortune, Don't Fear the Reaper, they got some really good stuff.
Godzilla, never forget Godzilla.
Of course,
such a good song.
They have so many good songs, heavy songs too.
Yeah, and excellent album covers too.
Yeah,
some of them. The one with the fucking weird T-Rex looking thing when it's open his mouth. That's one of the craziest fucking.
Yeah, BOC, very underrated too. Very underrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next one, we're gonna be on the same team on this. Rainbow.
Yeah. I don't know about godly, but definitely.
I would absolutely.
Okay, put them there. That's fine. Yeah.
Rainbow Rising.
Yeah.
What a magnificent album. Ronnie James Dio at his best.
Yeah.
Richie Blackmore. Man on the Silver Mountain. Freaking, so many good songs. So many. Kill the King. So many good ones. So many.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, they did have some stinkers though. They had a few kind of stinkers. They had a few that weren't that good.
Yeah, later when they got John Lynn Turner, they had some stinkers. But the Dio era of Rainbow, it was just magnificent.
It was pretty fucking magnificent. Yeah, so I could hardly complain.
The Ramones.
I liked them, but wouldn't listen to them a lot. But I appreciate them. I don't. What do you think? I don't. It's not a band that listen to a lot at all. So
I don't listen to them at all, and I don't like them. But
I don't like them.
No, I would put them above Dead Kennedys.
Yo, for sure. Yeah.
I would definitely put them. Yeah, I don't.
Dead Kennedys is trash. I'd put them above Dead Kennedys and the what's the other band we don't like? The Henry Rollins band, fucking Black Flag.
Black Flag. Oh my god, yeah. Ramones was like punk rock for the sake of punk rock, and it was what it was. It's just really not for me. And
they had some good tunes though. They were for what they were good. Yeah. I thought Misfits was also a '70s band, and I love
Misfits. Yeah, I love.
Misfits. I'm tempted to put them in godly, even though some of their songs are shit, but.
Yeah, there's like so many, but the Danzig era, and I even like the American Psycho, Michael Graves era.
Yeah, some of it. Yeah.
Dig Up Her Bones. That's a freaking hit. That's a banger.
Yeah. So like, they started in the 70s. You think of them more as an 80s band, but they were full on 70s, I think, mid 70s even, were they?
Dude, Misfits. I want her skulls, right? Halloween. Hey, I turned into a Martian, right? There's
yeah. You know what's hard to find these days? You know what's hard to find these days? And you reminded me from singing that is Danzig Appreciation. It's very hard to find. There's so many people that hate him, and like you put it on, they're like, "What is this, Elvis?" And they're all confused. And
Danzig 1 is a freaking masterpiece album.
Or Danzig 2, for God's sake, as well. Lucifuge is great too. No, don't like that one. I fucking love that one.
Those two are really good. Yeah. But in my opinion, like Danzig 1, every song, she rise, let's loose upon the world, right? Fucking so many good ones, dude.
My wife hates that. If she hears one note, she gets so angry when it goes on. She can't. People can't cope with the Elvis connotation or something. I don't know what the fuck. Why? There's a lot of people that hate it, like really hate it.
I even like Elvis. I think Elvis had it going on.
Elvis. 70s Elvis should be on this list, for God's sake.
Elvis,
some of the best shit. Some of the best shit is fucking 70s, Las Vegas era Elvis is some of the best shit in my books. Fucking, what's the one? One of my favorite songs. It's a later song. He's definitely all drugged out. He's playing with a sitar. And what is it? Fucking, I came back from my hometown and people aren't treating me the same. How's it go? Fucking shit. Oh. I came home from detentions. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I can't remember the name of it. It's so good. Anyways, I love Elvis. Elvis should be on this list as godly in my books. What do you think?
So I don't like him enough to put him like in my book. I wouldn't, but he deserves to be dude. He's a fucking Elvis, dude. You know what I mean?
I'd put him in godly.
He's got a lot of good songs. My Aunt Peggy was like one of the Elvis obsessive girls. Like you ever see the videos of girls screaming and fainting about Elvis? That was her.
Yeah, and like he gets a lot of flack for the 70s era, the Las Vegas stuff, but that's some of the best stuff. Like some of it.
Elvis is great, dude. The ones where he would wear like a sparkly sequin like jumpsuit, and he's like kind of a little bit too fat to be wearing it, and he's real sweaty.
Yeah, and karate kicking and shit.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, absolutely fucking excellent. Yeah, excellent opening, excellent drumming. He'd always open with the same thing. It would be like TC Ryder and like a big drum solo intro, and he'd come out and like dun 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 dun, and he'd wear a cape. He's dancing around with his cape. Oh, so
he was the man, dude. He had it going on.
No shit. Yeah, fucking Elvis. God tier for me. Anyways, if he was on the list, he should be, because 70s he was there. Shit.
Aerosmith.
You know, they got some good songs. I do like what's the song where they imitate the clip clop of the horse? Fucking at least okay in my books. What would you say?
Yeah, I'd say they're okay. They got some okay songs. I'm not that. I think for me they're forgettable. Yeah, it's just like
but there's a couple of good songs that are pretty good that I would at least put as okay. But there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of garbage for sure.
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Well, the good songs are amazing, like so amazing they have to be right up there somewhere. Great, I guess. One of those ones.
Lynyrd Skynyrd. I hate Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh shit!
It's my like
why? Really?
So a couple reasons. So where I'm from a rural place in Pennsylvania, and there was this after Garth Brooks, the subversive reach of Nashville made all of ruralites everywhere in the North start LARPing as like Southerners, right? To the point, like we had our own rural culture up here, and then after Garth Brooks, it was like Garth Brooks and Eminem ruined white people. So everybody started LARPing and Confederate flags, all this wearing cowboy boots, just being fucking homos. And then all the boomers started getting obsessed with Leonard Skinner to the point that if you played in a band anywhere in this play, you would have fucking some boomers say, "Play some Skinner," right? And then I played when I was a teenager. I played in a cover band, and we got pressured into playing fucking Leonard Skinner. And I don't have that voice. I don't sing like that. I was the singer. So the pressure of Leonard Skinner to sound like fucking gay ass Leonard Skinner led to me getting pushed out of the band so they could get a Southern rock singer.
Yeah. So you have a personal grudge.
I have a personal grudge, and I just don't like their songs. I think they're fucking gay.
Well,
I just don't like it.
Most of the songs are not great, but I must say the song "Freebird" is actually just so good on its own. I love it, and the fact that you think when you first hear it, and then you think the solo is going to stop, and then it keeps going and it keeps going. I don't know. I just thought it. I always liked it.
Simple Man, if like I hear that, I have to leave. I hate that song.
Okay, well, listen.
So gay.
Put them on the lower tier if you want, because I frankly only like Freebird, but I fucking love it. I do love it.
All right, I'll let you. Yeah,
so put them wherever you like. No. Honestly, no, I wouldn't put them that high. I actually would put them like middle, solid middle. The one above where. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Or you want to put them in mid tier, middle tier?
No, the one just below that. What's below that?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Put them in.
So you put them with like Allman Brothers and Ramones and stuff.
Well, I would probably put them above that because I do love Freebird.
All right, I'll let yeah. I'll concede. All right, next up, Rolling Stones.
I do like them, and I like their 70s albums, but it's not something I would reach for very often to put on. And I don't know what that tells me. But if someone tells me they like, I have some serious music appreciators I know that love their 70s albums and keep telling me that, oh, you got to listen to this and listen to that. So I know I should appreciate them more than I do. But for me, they'd be like totally fairly inconsequential. Like,
I don't like them at all. I think they suck.
Maybe they do. Maybe these people are full of shit. Yeah.
I think Mick Jagger's voice is lousy. I think that their riffs are so fucking forgettable. I think it's just their drummer Charlie Watts plays the same drum beat on every song. Yeah. It's just like, you know.
Frankly, I've never been into it apart from the song "Paint It Black," which I love. I've never been overly into it. In anything I've heard, but again, I was taking the word of other people in regards to certain other albums. So put them where you want; it's fine. But they're definitely not garbage. They're not garbage. Put them there.
All right, the next one. This is gonna be our biggest divorce here, but I'm gonna concede a lot on it. The Beatles.
Oh fuck, I love them, but they're not 70s. The only 70s album they have is shit. Let It Be. I don't like that one at all.
All right, you want to skip them?
They're like to have one album in the 70s, which is their worst in my opinion. Yeah, I wouldn't. They don't count as the category.
All right, The Cure.
That's also not 70s, is it? That's 80s, is it?
Yeah,
70s?
And I don't like them at all. I would huck them in the garbage.
Yeah, I don't have any time for that either.
That's just like they're just gay. It's just like face makeup, weird.
Yeah, I never got that one at all. Like I know a lot of guys like it, but
I don't like goth stuff. Anything that's like goth adjacent, I'm like, pfft.
Yeah, I don't. And The Cure never appealed to me. I never got it, I must say.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend in high school who was like into like gothy kind of stuff. I made her stop wearing the shit while she dated me.
It's kind of funny, but I'm pretty positive they're an 80s band. Did they have a 70s album? I don't think they did.
No, I don't know. Who cares? Let's skip them.
Yeah.
Thin Lizzy.
I do like the Thin Lizzy quite a bit.
Yeah, they're good. I don't love them, but they're good.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle or upper middle. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Yeah, put them there.
All right, here's one. UFO.
Don't know them that well. And when I did try to look into it, I found a couple of good songs, but wasn't supremely impressed. Maybe I may have looked into the whole catalog, so I don't know.
You gotta give them a deeper look. I would put UFO above. I would put them up here. Michael Schenker, really, just because you haven't really dug into them, I don't want to put them any higher. But I'm pretty confident.
Sorry, maybe I'm thinking of a different band. Michael Schenker, is he in? Okay, shit.
Yeah, it was his first band.
Oh shit! Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh, anyways, yeah, I don't know them that well. You can put them where you want. Because I do not know them that well. I know of them. Yeah, I don't know them that well. Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah. So you got what's Strangers of the Night. You got Lights Out. Like they got you just gotta take a look at some of their stuff. But anyway, here's one. This is my Mount Rushmore, one of my absolute favorite. I adore this band.
Okay.
Uriah Heep.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh,
Godly.
Yeah, godly. Yeah. Absolutely excellent. Yeah.
I love, dude, Magician's Friend, Demons and Wizards, even later on, Firefly. I love Uriah Heep. Obviously, the David Byron stuff was the best, but even later, their catalog is just absolutely enormous.
Yeah.
Just tremendous band. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunrise at a new day breaking.
Yeah, he was the first one to do that kind of singing like that. He was he was a originator in that, a metal kind of that kind of operatic weird fucking. How would I describe that? He was
operatic,
to take the kind of fucking deep purplish singing, but even to another level of like I don't know what, but yeah, quite original and very good. I saw them with Judas Priest here in it must be 4 years ago now or something like that. 3-4 years.
Was it awesome?
It was great. Yeah. I mean, I saw them from far off, and it was like they're very old and playing as loud as they could, and they're slamming the keyboard.
There's only one original member left.
Is it? Was that it? Yeah. Probably it must have been the keyboardist. I remember him but anyways, whatever. It was good. Yeah. All the hits were played, I guess, but definitely fucking excellent band.
Yeah. One that, like, out of all of the ones on the godly tier, the least appreciated.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Criminal how underappreciated Uriah Heep is. It blows my mind. Most people haven't even heard of them. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Next up, Van Halen.
70s? Were they in the 70s?
Yeah, what was Van Halen 70s albums? I think they were. I think one of their was like Van Halen 1 or 2 was in 79.
I believe in the start, anyways, they were quite good. I do like Hot for Teacher and like certain songs from their early stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm not a big fan of like Jump and all this shit. I'm not. Overall, I'm not super into them. How do you feel?
Okay, so their first album was in 78. This is the one that has Ain't Talking About Love, right? And Running with the Devil, You Really Got Me, stuff like that. Yeah. But not as good as their 80s stuff. But those were good albums, actually. Let me see what's. I just want to see what songs are in these albums because I haven't really listened to them that much. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh yeah, you got.
I appreciate Van Halen and I appreciate his brother, the drummer, but to me, the best song was "Hot for Teacher." Of the ones I ever heard that they did, and that was mostly because of the drumming, that kind of weird, insane, super fast shuffle beat he did on the double bass, which was insane. The drum.
Oh yeah, it's got Eruption. It's got Jamie's Crying. It's got it's got Ice Cream Man. Wait, what album is this? Has Ice Cream Man?
I don't know.
Oh, you never heard Ice Cream Man?
Oh, it sounds like I would have.
Man. Catch me when I'm passing by. I'm the ice cream man. Catch me. I got all my flavors to keep you satisfied. Really, that might be my favorite Van Halen song. Okay, I like this era of Van Halen.
Okay. Well, put them. I don't know them so well, but don't put them in godly because I'm a bit.
No, they're not godly. They're not godly. Okay. The only good song, you got Somebody Call Me a Doctor, Dance the Night Away. Yeah, those are the only. Spanish Fly, which is like a guitar thing. It's really good, but it's just like a little guitar interlude. Beautiful Girls is apparently the hit from the album. I don't remember that song, but okay, so we'll put them. We'll put them up great because those songs that I mentioned are really bangers. Okay, let's keep moving. I don't know who this is. I can't tell who that is. Next is Kansas.
Oh, I know nothing about them.
They got
Nothing.
like
Nothing.
2 songs. They got like Dust in the Wind,
Okay.
and they got Carry On My Wayward Son.
Yeah, right. So, okay.
Mid.
Lower middle. Yeah, there we go.
Mid. Okay, Boston.
Well, so for you, that's probably Godly, is it? But
I wouldn't say Godly because they don't have another outside of but their first album, I would say awesome. I would put them the second.
I'm willing for the amount I actually heard them, as in like I heard them nonstop through the late 80s and 90s, and was able to listen to the few good songs over and and enjoy them every time I heard them. I'll let you do that.
Yeah,
but
that
my
dude,
I put them like 1 or 2 tiers down on my own, probably. But
dude, Smoking, you got freaking, some kind of wait, what was that? Some kind of feeling, more than a feeling. You got More Than a Feeling. You got what's that? It's been
More Than a
such a
Feeling.
long time since I should be waiting. Yeah. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, Brad Derp did that whole entire album by himself in his garage.
Did he?
Yes. That was like, yes, that was so unique about this album is that he did the entire album. He wrote it all himself, recorded all himself in his home.
Really?
That's what's so special about that album.
In the video for fucking More Than a Feeling, it's like a bunch of cavemen playing guitar together, and they're like, dun 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 dun. You know, they're all fucking.
Yeah. I adore. I think that's one of my favorite albums. That's such a good album.
Well, it's good. I don't know. It's one of my favorites because it's pretty poppy and kind of cheesy, but yeah,
it's very poppy and very cheesy.
It's good though, yeah.
But it takes talent to write a good pop. To write,
it certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of pop, you're about to blow up everything you just said. ABBA.
Oh fuck! For me, they're Godly. Yeah. You, it's not so. So
I don't know anything about them outside of like Dancing Queen.
We'll put them on the second one because maybe not Godly. We should try to reserve Godly for the creme de la creme, but
yeah. All right, so next one is Devo.
I do like some early Devo. Definitely not shit. At least okay for me. What would you say?
I don't know anything about them.
Early albums were good.
They kind of get like shuffled in like this weird, like I thought they were like one of them weird 80s bands, like the if you could dance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind, right?
Men Without Hats. That's a fucking awesome.
That's what I think of when I think of like Devo.
No, Devo is like Whip It or
Whip It Good. Yeah, that's the same like kind of music.
It's sort of like an American Kraftwerk or something. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to be. To be honest, I'm not sure. But
it's kind of weird, ironic, kind of.
Yeah, weird and ironic. But I did hear one time I was drunk, and I've actually looked for it since. I've never heard it again. I was drunk. Driven home from some kind of event, but with this guy that was pretty cool, and he put on some early Devo. I don't think it wasn't even. Maybe it wasn't even an album. Maybe it was a what do you call it? A demo tape or something. Because it was it was Devo according to him, and very kind of bluesy and primitive, but on the synth, and it was the most excellent fucking thing. And I never heard it again since. And I've looked for it up and down. Maybe it was something else even, and it wasn't Devo, but I always ever since have been looking for it and had an appreciation for this one night I was wasted and going home in this guy's car and remembered this fucking thing. I must renew and redouble my efforts for if anybody knows what I'm talking about and it's real then, and it's a Devo demo tape or early album, fucking tell me because I must hear it again. It was good. So for that reason, definitely not shit. Other than that, just ironic and kind of shit. Yeah. So, where would you put them? lower middle, I guess.
Yeah, I got him in okay. I got him. If you want me to move him up,
Leave him for there for now because I'm not even sure like if that was them on like that's the whole basis of my any appreciation I have for them is my belief that they have this early album, and I'm not even 100% it was them or what the fuck it was. So, anyways, just move on. Fuck that.
yeah. So the next one up, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me, is Chicago. I love Chicago.
Don't know it. I really don't actually know it very well at all.
They had a full like brass section. They were very unique band. So many hits. They did Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. You ever hear that one?
No, don't know it.
Oh my god, Chicago 2, the album Chicago Color My World. Oh,
Okay,
beautiful.
so you decide then, because I really don't know.
I would put them awesome. Think they're really a great band. Their singer, Peter Cetera, went on to make some of the most like excellent, cheesy 80s love songs, but like ones that you unironically think are great. Right? He did that. What is it? He did that. Like, I'll be your man. Wait, how's it go? Was it fucking?
What is it? I don't know.
Hang on, it goes fucking. You're gonna know it. It's like, I want to be your man in armor from a long time ago. No. Tease a day. Take it to my castle far away.
I do not know it.
Oh my god, it's fucking.
Whatever the fuck that is, I do not know it.
Let me hang on. You are gonna know it. Peter Cetera. What's this song called? Cetera song. Was it? For the glory of love. You never heard "Glory of Love"? It was it was in the Karate Kid.
That doesn't sound a great thing or a great accolade or a point to be making. But
the glory of love is such a good song.
I don't know, man. It sounds dubious to me. It sounds dubious. I have to say. I have to say.
Chicago 25 or 624. Fucking dude, memories of love, dude. Where do we go from here? Like, dude, Chicago rules, and Peter Cetera. Oh my god. Like, for me, they're just like an excellent band. It was like one of those bands. It was just like a it's just my dad had it on vinyl, and I listened to it when I was a kid on my vinyl player, because all my vinyls when I was a kid, I didn't have any money or anything. It was just like whatever extra albums I stole from my dad that he didn't notice, and I just fell in love with it. I just thought it was they're such a good band. Free, Lowdown. Dude, there's just so many great songs. Yeah, people are trying chopping me up because Chicago is kind of like a boomer band, but they're a boomer band that like distinguish boomers, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like Bruce Springsteen, who sucks.
Right. Yeah, he does suck. Absolutely, fucking sucks. Big time. Sucks big giant balls. Here, we got to wrap this up. We're heading on to 12 my time, and I just realized
that's the end of our list. That's the end of our list.
The end of it was bullshit. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just quickly pronounce my list, and you can, if you had something apart from the list, let's get into that. But I definitely have to summarize and put an end to this madness. So some bands we didn't mention were like Dust. You know Dust?
Yes.
Dust Suicide. Do you ever hear that?
I don't know, but I do know Dust. They're like a proto metal band from the 70s.
Yeah, definitely early metal from the 70s. Very excellent.
Is that the one that Mark Ramone was in?
Oh, I don't know. He might have been.
I believe Mark Bell. He went by Mark Bell at that time. I believe he was the drummer for Rust.
Oh, and the drumming is the most standout part of it. So excellent. Not Rust, Dust. Suicide.
Dust.
Yeah, Dust Suicide is an excellent song. So we talked about Ram Jam. We talked a little bit about Ted Nugent, which we definitely deserves a big mention. Spirit, Rainbow. That was my list of like, T-Rex. I really like T-Rex.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What do you think of him? I like it. They're good rock and
I
roll
think
from the 70s.
I think they're pretty good. I thought you were gonna come at me with something like Toad.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but look, here's a top band that nobody's mentioned so far. Fucking Budgie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Fucking
good one.
excellent. Absolute excellence.
That's a
Like
good one.
early proto metal. Some of the bands that were like weird. Oh, here's a list of proto metal bands that began in the 70s. Pentagram,
Good.
yeah, Hammerhead, which was good. Witchfinder General,
Oh yeah.
Manila Road. Manila Road was
Oh yeah. You're getting in like new wave British heavy metal stuff now.
yeah, but that began in the 70s.
Yeah.
Right. Saint Vitus, Diamond
St.
Head,
Vitus. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Venom, Motorhead, what's this one? Judas Priest, we said that. And then I wanted to, in its own category, I had prog rock, in which I had these. I just made a list of bands that I thought were good. Egg, Gong, Genesis. I mean, some of it was good. Hawkwind, Rush. You said Rush.
Yeah.
Yes, we didn't talk about Yes. Yes.
Yeah. My father-in-law, he would have a fit if we didn't mention Rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Big band, and I like them personally. Gentle Giant. We talked about. Did we talk about Gentle Giant? I think you did. Did we?
No.
Oh shit, they're a good band. Great band. Oh, I was talking about somebody else. I was talking to some other guy earlier about them. King Crimson, Aphrodite's Child, ELP. Did we talk about ELP?
No.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Fucking
Oh no. We didn't.
insane music. Totally insane. 70s fucking keyboard music. Camel, Jethro Tull. We talked about Magma. You know Magma?
No.
Also amazing prog rock from I think France, where they okay, it's the most prog rock band ever because they invented their all their songs had the theme of being an alien race on this planet where they were enslaved, and they invented their own language, and all their songs are in this language, so nobody can understand it. It's the most prog thing ever. But anyways, they had some actually fucking rock and excellent songs. And then okay, my ultimate band of this type was Goblin, which I love. But part of the reason Goblin is so good is that it encompasses not just prog rock, but also the rock stuff we were talking about, psychedelia, and the soundtracks. And that's the other thing I wanted to mention with all this was the soundtracks of the 70s, like, and the soundtrack artists like fucking John Barry, Ennio Morricone, Lalo Schifrin, things like who's the guy who did Mike Post, who did like Mike Post used to do the Rockford Files theme songs and all these kind of things. Who else was there? Oh shit, I had a list. David Shire, Fabio Frizzi. There was a lot of Italian music, Italian soundtracks, like the soundtracks to Zombie 2, and like there was all this kind of heavy keyboardy music that was like prog and rock and jazz being mixed together, and like bossa nova or something. This was the real innovative music of the 70s. That was like, that's why in some ways, are you there? Am I just ranting?
Yeah. No, I'm listening.
Okay, good. Like Goblin is the ultimate band to me in some ways because they combine all these bizarre things. If you hear a Goblin song, you never know exactly what you're going to hear. It'll be like kind of spooky and prog and rock, and like, even though Black Sabbath you have to say is the ultimate band of the era for sure, but to encompass all the weird styles of the era in that hyper creative, bizarre way, it's got to be something that encompasses all these genres, and you get that when you include movie soundtracks into the list, you get this more comprehensive list of what the 70s really means, in my view. Ennio Morricone, all those guys, because their influence base was like, they sort of started in jazz, they added rock, they added, like I said, bossa nova, classical music, and like a spooky theme, and like filthy sounding guitar. And then that's where they ended up. And then there was the beginning of the weird synth bands. I made a list of that. Kraftwerk, Tangerine Dream. Oh, and then there was just a list of weird bands from the 70s that don't fit into any category possibly, like Black Widow. Like weird, these weird Satanist folky bands. Coven and Black Widow and fucking Wishbone Ash. That's a good rock prog.
That is Wishbone Ash. That's a good call out.
Yeah.
I would have thought of that.
Yeah, or the 13th floor elevators, Rocky Erickson from Texas.
What about Lucifer's Friend?
Yeah, excellent as well. Yeah. Sir Lord Baltimore.
I love their riffs.
Yeah. I said Coven. Yeah.
Coven. Sir Lord Baltimore.
Yeah, it's fucking excellent. It's like weird. It's weird. Like,
very weird.
Yeah, and then there was hold on, I should change it. There's no reason to have this on the screen. Fucking hold on 1 sec. Let's get rid of that thing. How do I do it? Oh shit. Remove. Oh, it's very slow to react. There we go. Yeah, we'll finish up here because I have to go inside for sure. I'm quite late here, later than I expected. End of my list is Angel Witch, started in the 70s.
That's a good one.
Proto Metal. And even Cirith Ungol as well began in the 70s. And then there was some like really weird bands that I don't actually like Frank Zappa and shit.
Yeah.
That were just kind of, I don't know, too weird. But anyways, I think we did a good comprehensive list.
Can I give you some shout outs?
Yeah, do it now. Yeah.
All right. So my top five 70s, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Uriah Heep, Rainbow Mountain, right? Outside of that, you mentioned Budgie, Sir Lord Baltimore, Captain Beyond, which was a super group of the guys from Iron Butterfly and Deep Purple. You mentioned Dust, Atomic Rooster. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Yeah, love them.
One of my favorites, Leaf Hound, the album Growers of Mushrooms. What a fucking great band, Leaf Hound. Like it's like proto stoner doom.
Oh no, I do not know.
It's like sexy. Like it's like in the vein of Mountain. Yeah, if you look up the song "Freelance Fiend," it's a cat, cowbell, all that. Trapeze. It had the singer Glenn Hughes, who was on one Black Sabbath album. But Trapeze, Medusa from 1970s, good album. Buffalo out of Australia was a good band. Check out their album Volcanic Rock. Ted Nugent, dude. We didn't talk about the Nuge. Wango Tango, Wang Dang, Sweet Poon Tang, fucking Free for All, Dog Eat Dog. The Nuge had songs. The Nuge was the man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my dad, that's his favorite, Ted Nugent.
Is it? Of all time, yeah.
Yeah, my one time Ted Nugent live on Facebook was talking about Israel, and I said something edgy to him in his comments, and he love reacted what I said, and I sent it to my dad, and he had a fit. So here's one. This is not new wave British heavy metal or metal. Dr. John. What do you know about Dr. John? You never heard Dr. John?
Is that the one that does the song Down at the Doctor's? Is that him?
He did Night Tripper. He did his most famous song is "Must Have Been the Right Place, Could Have Been the Wrong Time."
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh, I know him. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I love that.
Good, yeah. That's very 70s. Very 70s.
I love him. Yeah, I did. You mentioned Angel Witch. Praying Mantis was a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Children of the Earth.
Yeah.
Children of the Earth. Yeah, great one. I said Quartz. Quartz is a great one. Man, there's so many great. This is out. The Saxon started in the 70s. Man, Tigers of Pantang, Blitzkrieg. Let me think. Now it's coming off the top of my head. I said Captain Beyond, Lucifer's Friend, but you already said Budgie. We already talked about Toad. There's so much, dude. You can't even talk about it in one episode. There's too much good music from this era.
Well, we did our best. Jesus Christ, we did our very best to cover it as thoroughly as possible. Probably as thoroughly as anybody has ever covered it. I mean, who would have the knowledge and the wherewithal to fucking cover it? From an arbitrary list from some other guy who just went off and like half of them weren't even fucking 70s bands. But he did have, it was comprehensive in a way in that we would only think of the rock bands probably. At least he brought in like the disco shit and that stuff we may not have thought of that we must admit we appreciate.
My God.
And
then you got stuff like Tower of Power, you got Player, you got Gino Vitelli, you got
Iron Claw is from Ireland. Someone made the comment that, did you talk about Iron Claw from Ireland? Are they from Ireland?
No.
Iron Claw? I know Iron Claw, but I thought they were like a California band. Are they from Ireland? No, I don't believe that. Maybe I'm thinking it must be another band. There's a great 70s band called Iron Claw, but I don't think they're Irish. I'd be so amazed if they're Irish. There's no way. Not in the 70s.
Really? Why? Was there not a music scene there?
This is the comment someone made. Iron Claw. I know a band named Iron. Maybe he's thinking of a different band. But listen, either way, I really do have to pack it in because it's quite late here, and I'm keeping my neighbors awake, talking to my shed out here. Fucking, they're right over there. So let's put an end to this wonderful bit of business. And we've really, done the world a service. And, there you go. If people want to tune in and make a list of the bands they need to hear of the greatest decade known to man.
It was a good one.
We have lived our lives to fucking provide you with the tier of quality you need to be aware of. If you want to be serious about your music and not lost in the darkness like some hopeless dope holding his erection in a cave and wandering around crying into his beard. David, say goodbye.
Everybody take care. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.